I don't have anything funny to say for this video, but apparently if you just say, for the boys...
Prescription at the drugstore. I remember it's the first time that I realized I'm getting old and life is a nightmare. I'm getting old, I just found my first gray hair. Nobody cares cause all the kids in today's pop scene were born after 1999. I will say goodbye, I'm getting older all the time, and no, I'm not as relevant. My old songs are pretty sweet. Please don't mind what I'm trying to say, cause I like the nostalgia when I hear you. Tell me my band is here to stay, even though we don't want to change. Modern musicians really freaking blow.
Hey, welcome everybody. Holy shit. I didn't realize it was gonna... Hold on. Is that better? That's better now. No, it's not. I'm fucking stupid. There. Now it's better for some goddamn reason. I wasn't supposed to swear. It hasn't been 5 minutes yet. Okay, roll the clips. YouTube tells me I have to do this. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh, no way. It's a fucking dinosaur. Hey, mate. You want some of this? Yeah. Oh, hello. Think I'm going to call you Long Neck. Yeah.
I got... Look at that. There's a cute fucking animal, right? Look at the look at the little AI otter. Look at that fucking bastard. Okay, cool. Now I can actually, here you go. Woo! Look, there he is. Okay, Carl's here. See, we have to we're streaming on vertical, so we have to do the thing where we like play like little clips and stuff. Oh shit! I have a list of things I have to say too. These are songs that exist. APT, the APA2 fucking song. You got La La La, artist Moai, and it's going down now. Apparently, if I say these things, the algorithm will do. Also, animation, Pokemon, cute animals. Those are also things that YouTube wants me to say. See, look, we're already at 20. See, I don't, whatever. YouTube's a shit show. I whatever. You just say the line, Bart. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? I forgot to tell Ray ahead of time, so he's not there. And, yep, there's chat. It's Brew Lady, it's Anti-Life Super whatever, and what's the takeaway? And Basement Dweller. And Peanut, whatever the hell your name is. And Impronounceable Name. And Christian Carpenter. Oh, also this guy who just apparently passed out on his fucking keyboard. Hi Carl, what's going on?
Hey buddy, how you doing?
I'm having a stroke. I had to like say a bunch of stuff to get the algorithm to what's up, Pookie? I think I know who that is. I don't know though for sure. I have to. Oh, also, Coffee Brand Coffee. Links in the description. 45% off with the discount code, and 45% off only winter blends. I like the cookie one. That one's pretty all right. The rest of them are way too complex. I do not live in a trailer park. This is in my fucking basement. I live on a farm. I bought a farm. I moved out of the city and moved to a farm, Morty.
We both live in homes, actual homes that we both own. And it's
This is
not.
just the
And by
shitty.
the way, it's not Sunnyville. It's Sunnyvale. If you're trying to reference Trailer Park Boys.
There you go. You're a fucking waterhead. You can scroll now. Hey, look, it's Stefan. No, you didn't miss this one either. Hooray. He asked me on the last test stream if he missed something. He did not. Nobody missed anything. You're not missing anything. See, look, he scrolled. Bye. Later string of random digit. Who the fuck are these people that they name themselves that? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, we don't live in trailers. We're not Bruce.
No. Literally, because we're streaming in vertical, nobody's going to know who the fuck that is, Carl.
Outstanding.
This is random asshole night. We're covering topics. We've got Wiregate, we've got Wi-Fi mom, and we have the Chipotle incident. And those are our main topics.
Oh, Wi-Fi mom. Oh, so yeah.
Yeah. I think we're gonna start with Wiregate because that seems to like make the most sense.
Sure. Okay.
It's saying this is gonna be 15 minutes long, but I doubt it. Not the way we do it. You fucking bastard. Okay, here we go. Just right into the content. We don't. Oh my fucking god, that's awful. Nope, that's even worse. Hold on. Can I? How do I shot webs? Okay, I'm a professional.
Vertical, just a terrible experience. Apparently,
It is. It is actually just a terrible experience. But this is what YouTube wants us to do. So we're streaming in vertical. Because none of our live streams will get put out to anybody.
So in order for YouTube to like our content, we have to make it more terrible.
Yeah, and not only that, but custom layouts does not exist for this format.
Lovely. All right.
Hooray. So this is how we have to do it. Can we get a sound check? Is the video coming through? Can you hear the terrible music?
Yeah, I can hear it fine.
Okay, what about basement? Hey, listen, if you're complaining about this, it's not my fucking fault. This is the way YouTube told me to do it. We had a chat. They're like, yeah, stream this way. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, hey, why does our fucking subscribers not get notifications? And it's like, oh, because you're not streaming on vertical. See, if this wasn't... See, look, see? YouTube was telling the truth. Dowd, no. Okay, cool.
Okay, so we just...
Subscribe or whatever, or don't. I don't fucking care anymore. That's just having a senior moment.
What up, YouTube? Stevie.
Yeah, what up, Stevie? What's going on?
Naya. Night talk-ish. Grown man talk-ish. I mean, grown man talk every day, man. But anyway, there's this video that has recently gone viral. And
no offense, but grown man talk.
By the way,
fucking...
Yeah, you know what I would love to see just once on the internet?
What's that?
A black guy introducing his video with classical music.
Oh, really?
Like I just want to picture like Beethoven's Fifth playing and then him getting on and be like, "What's up, y'all? What's up, fam?
Yo, what up, NY?"
I feel
welfare?
I feel like that contrast would just be hilarious and unexpected.
It would. That's why it'll never happen.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, Dowd. We acknowledge that there was a black guy on the screen. It was. Do you not see the channel name? I'm just kidding.
Well said.
Yeah, there is a black guy, Larry Elder. Hell yeah, Larry Elder. You know what? California, fucking date rape. Anyway,
the great thing about California
pretty much shows
why we have both the best blacks and the worst blacks in the whole fucking country.
That's true. You've got Kanye West and Will Smith. Oh wait, they're both the worst. Never mind. Moving on. I couldn't think of a good one. Sorry. We already said Larry Elder. I feel like I can't use that one. You're gonna eat my babies? I hope not. That's a big goddamn baby. Look at this fucking shit. See? Look, people got notifications. People I haven't seen in forever. Oh yeah, welcome. Hot, yeah, Bill Cosby. That's also a California. Anyway, so black people. Okay, here we go.
Men never open up to their women.
Hey, what are you doing? I came out to check on you.
Huh?
What are you doing?
That is exactly how I would react to my wife coming up to me with the camera. Just like, hey, what are you doing? The camera's fucking rolling. Huh?
Thought you were working.
I'm looking at this.
What is it?
It's wire.
What's it look like, genius? It's a fucking spool of wire.
It's a spool of wire. And I'm almost out of it. Can you see the spool of wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost out of it.
Hey, what are you doing? I came out to check on you.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Why? I don't know.
Thought you were working.
I'm looking at this.
What is it?
It's wire.
It is wire.
It's a spool of wire.
Yep.
And I'm almost out of it. Can you see the spool of wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost out of it.
Okay.
And I've had this spool of wire for like 40 years. I bought it like this it's on a piece of a long time ago, but it's like 40 years of my life is in the wire that's gone. Does that make sense? This is what's left. Does that make
I'm
sense?
sorry to hear that, and sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets hat. I thought that's why you were crying.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, do you understand what happened there? Does everybody understand why she's an asshole? Does everybody understand?
I don't understand the Jets hat comment. I don't.
Okay, because I didn't understand that either. The context is that they're both Jets fans and they're having a terrible year. That's the whole thing. That's So she came out to make fun of him because his team is losing. Now, do you understand the wire thing though? If not, I'll explain. I'm probably going to explain.
I know that because I am a man. I do understand that thoroughly.
Okay, so for all the broads in the audience who didn't fucking pick this up, because apparently the fucking wife didn't hear. So he went to go look for a spool of wire because he was trying to fix some shit. And he looked at the spool of wire and he actually got to thinking, when he bought the spool of wire, it was a huge spool of wire. And now the wire is in all kinds of shit around the house, past houses, vehicles, maybe even that he owns that he doesn't own anymore. It's in all of the things that he interacted with. And now all he's got is a little bit of wire left. And that is an analogy in his head for about where he's at life. He's in his 50s, his late 50s, right? Getting ready to retire if he's not already. And
he's running out of wire metaphorically.
Holy shit. How the fuck this guy here is a guy that I actually know in real fucking life. I don't know how you got here. How's it going? I miss you. Anyway.
Found a real person. Okay, cool.
So the fucking he is running out of wire, the same as the amount of lifespan he has left is running out. And he was having a very sobering moment about his age and his life and where things are and where he's at. And this bitch comes out to fucking berate him about his fucking hat. And basically like, shut up, pussy. Not much, buddy. What's going on with you? Good to see you.
I think, and I missed the part at the beginning that, like, the wire is having an impact enough on him that he's kind of starting to tear up, and now,
yep, I heard that
his wife is catching the embarrassing moment of having an existential epiphany about how much time has transpired in his life to where he is, developing tears, and she is catching this embarrassing moment on film to then ignore the substance of the statement and deflect with a just unfunny and uninteresting joke about their sports ball team.
Yeah, that's basically it. I'm sorry, Guru.
I
When I
understand
said
why. Yeah, I understand why the internet got mad about that. Definitely.
yeah, it was a lot. It was super fucking viral. By the way, I was not including you. I was just talking about Nikki. John, yeah, that's not new, but vertical like this it is. You were probably scrolling and accidentally found this. This is what YouTube wants us to do. Anyway, moving on. Did you? Oh God, it's a John fucking thing. No, I don't know anything about that.
Who cares?
I actually don't fucking care. Hold on, let me fix that.
If John decides, wait a minute. If John decides to ignore William's advice, how is that William's fault? If John says, "Hey, Will, I'm going to follow your advice,"
I'm sorry, not John Rollberg. This is Jorn. This is different John.
Jorn.
Yeah. So if Jorn decides to ignore my advice, then that's not my problem. I've given him tons of advice over the years, and if he continues and chooses to ignore it, then whatever. I can't do any more than I already have. I can't pray for him any more than I already do. He could be living in my fucking basement again. It wouldn't change a goddamn thing. You either take my advice or you don't. And if you got a fucking problem with that, take it up with him. Not my fucking problem anymore.
If John tells Will, "I'm going to take your advice," and then goes back on that and ends up not taking his advice, John is the liar, not Will. So I don't know what the fuck you're trying to focus on. Blaming Will.
I was pretty sure that he was off the internet. I hadn't seen from him. He hadn't told me about anything. He wished me a happy new year this morning, and that was it. Well, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. He wished me a happy new year. I said, "Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well." Shit like that.
Wait a minute. Who banned them?
I did. I don't want to fucking look at it.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right.
That's not my. It's not productive. I don't have time for fucking worms anymore.
I don't want to talk about Jordan. I don't want to talk.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so here's the part of the video that this is the woman's response. This is the wife's response after this dude's done yapping.
Lit her ass up. So let's see what she got.
Hey everyone, I'm here today to talk about Wiregate. I know that we've had a lot of comments about our video. We've all been, it's been very interesting to say the least.
Oh yeah, she is about to make this worse. You're absolutely right.
Oh, she should have definitely just not said anything at all. Definitely.
If they had just, the optimal response to this would have been to not respond to it at all.
In fact, actually, if she was going to respond at all, the best response was, "Hey, internet, I got your message. You're right. I'm the dumbest cunt on earth. I'm a horrible wife. I should be ashamed of myself and do nothing but apologize to my husband profusely for the rest of our living days." And then you're done. That would be the way to do it for sure.
I'm gonna let you hear it, and then I'm gonna explain it if anybody doesn't fucking get it.
Yeah, proceed. Yeah.
Because John in chat does actually seem to be a little confused. I think he came in late, so I will explain it after.
Oh, John doesn't have any of the war.
None of which I took personally, but what Dan and I did see through all of the comments and all of the responses is that relationships struggle with transparent conversation. Relationships struggle with the honest responses. We have a very unique relationship and we play a lot. And just for the record, Dan is fine. And he's going to be home in just a minute. So I bought him an early Christmas gift, and I think you all will be very interested in what it is.
What was the fucking point of this video? What was the point of this video, bro?
That was the video that I saw. The video that I saw from her, I was trying to find all of it. Is she was like, her explanation was, he blindsided me with The Wire. He didn't fucking tell me, and I didn't know what to say, so I said that shit. And the internet basically had this response of like, okay, you still done goofed. Where's the apology?
Wait a minute. I need to ask a query, a point of important context. Was this video shot live, or did she take this video, clip it, and upload it after the fact of it being filmed? Which of those two scenarios are we dealing
Well,
with?
they're just shot, and then there's some editing, and then it's uploaded.
Okay, so she shot the video of her embarrassing her husband and shaming her husband in a embarrassing and tearful moment. She shot that video.
I see.
And then reviewed that video and then uploaded that video and was proud, thinking that there was nothing wrong with the content of that video, that this was good things to demonstrate to the world about your character and nature. She videoed this and thought to herself after videoing it, you know what? This is great content for us. I cannot tell anything possibly wrong with this clip that I just took. There's nothing morally obtuse or offensive about it. Me posting this embarrassing moment of my husband and making a worthless and stupid, unfunny chick joke. And I'm going to post this up. This is good content. She had to think all those things. This is the problem. This is what makes this woman an actual piece of shit, because she can't even notice when she is being completely fucking goddamn irresponsibly absurd with her relationship.
I will bring John up to speed here because he missed the first part. That's not your fault. That's just the format of Vertical. So long story short, this dude has a fucking spool of wire. He is having an existential moment when he realizes that the wire is almost run out, and then he uses it as sort of a metaphor for his life and how it's running out. And his wife comes out and basically calls him gay for wearing a Jets hat. That's the too long didn't read. Okay, so here comes the next part. Oh, and Guru Lady, I was very obviously kidding. I'm sorry if you got offended by that. I will call you now gentleman and female gentleman. Anyway, oh, you did. Okay, cool. If you're asking for context about the show, it's a show. Anyway, so there you go.
Everybody enough for all the comments that you have sent to us about this video that we posted the other day.
Now, I want you to pay attention to this video and tell me it doesn't sound like he's being held at gunpoint and holding up today's paper.
There are some people that said, sorry.
What's that?
No, anyway, play it. I'll
yeah, did you see it? Did you see that? I'll roll it back 10 seconds.
There are some people that said, sorry. Some people that
did not look like a laugh to me. That looked like an almost cry.
It looked like a choke. Like
yeah.
Some phlegm got stuck in his esophagus or something. Like
he's very clearly reading something as well.
Said it was a setup or planned. No, dude.
Oh, yeah, clearly.
I had this feeling about this as I was using this wire a couple weeks ago, and I kept thinking about it, and I decided to just put it on and talk about my life. Feels like it's dwindling. I blindsided my wife. I asked her.
See, because she very clearly made him make this fucking video. Because her video previous, they don't show it here. I think that it's deleted. I went on the channel. I couldn't find it again.
Okay, so this is clearly him attempting. Here's the thing. I'm sure he does actually love his wife. I'm sure he's a decent man and a decent father.
Oh, wife isn't the word either. They have what they call a relationship contract. This dude, Dan, blink twice if you need help, buddy.
I could give him credit for the idea that he is attempting to cover for his wife and kind of suppress some. First of all, I don't buy 1 minute of it. I think he's full of shit. I don't believe one word he's saying right now. But I do think that he wants to try and lessen the fire on her over this. I think neither of them were intending that their viral moment to become this thing.
No, it's a football team. It's a New Jersey football team masquerading as a New York team. And yes, he is a Jets fan. So, she's not wrong. He is gay.
By the way, just for the record, I do think a relationship contract is a safer way to go in terms of our current judicial system's climate and bias towards women.
I don't know. I think it's a little gay. I think it's a little gay. Oh, yeah, like from Big Bang Theory. Yeah, they're about the right age for them to get the idea from that sort of thing. That's true. Good pointing that out, Andrew.
I come out and film this because I had this feeling that I just wanted to put this on something. And I did. She had no idea. And she made a joke about my Jets hat. And many people took that as really poor taste. She's the most loving.
It is. She could have edited that part out.
Yeah. And you know what?
You could just clip that and then just let it be a moment, or then like put text or like say, no, honey, sit down. I fucked up. Can we add something to that makes it sound like I'm not a dickhead?
And another thing, I find it to be a little bit unlikely that I would have to believe that this man is some sort of award-worthy actor capable of crying on.
That's what the internet said
for a video.
That was the consensus of the comment section.
Yeah, I would.
He's either an Emmy award-winning actor, or his wife's a bitch. His wife's a dumb cow. One of those two things.
I think he's doing his best to be a flak jacket for her. I think he's trying to lessen the heat on her.
Rammed her a new fuckhole.
Yeah.
So
amazing person I've ever had. Our communication is incredible. What we do have to talk about at the end of the day is men, women, everybody being listened to, because that struck a nerve in a lot.
I will say that if he's gonna read lines from his wife at gunpoint, can we please get the dog out of the room chewing on a fucking crunchy bone or something? That's so fucking annoying. Can we remove Snoopy? Can we get fucking Hobbs or whatever the fuck out of here?
A lot of people. So
cuz his wife is a piece of work, bro. Like,
yeah.
That's one
thing. That is a way to put it.
Community credit for is they certainly do know how to fucking sum up a topic.
Yep, that is certainly one way to put it.
His wife, cuz his wife is a piece of work, bro. Oh God. There's one more video. I don't know if he covers it. Is this?
So I can't thank everybody enough for all the comments that you have sent to us about this video that we posted the other day. There were some people that said,
"Look, yeah, we already covered this." Yeah. No, he's not going to. Okay. Well, I'll get that video. I have it anyway. But they did a whole other response video, and they fucked up the formatting and everything. But here that is.
Oh, they pulled up a knock. Okay.
Oh yeah. It's yucky. I'm sorry it's so fucking small.
Yikes.
Holy shit, it's Vashland set. Yeah, good to see you. How is the furry community doing? What about Brian, the furry cannibal? That was an early time in my fucking YouTube career. Brian, fucking eat yourself. Jesus Christ. I told you this is the way we have to do this. Nobody gets notifications for our shit.
Can you not do any zooming in the window?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. This is how StreamYard handles this. I mean, I think I can do that. That's as good as it gets.
That's no different. Okay.
It's terrible.
Oh, okay. Continue. All right.
Yeah, it won't It won't let me edit the layout at all.
From this distance, they look like Don Shipley and his wife.
Sure.
Hi, welcome. I'm Dan,
And I'm
and
Cindy.
this is Cindy. Dan actually is known as the Wire Man, which is not bad, but very interesting. And we're going to have a conversation with you about our experience this week, about everything we went through. But first, we want to thank everyone, don't we?
Yes, it's been a wild ride, and we've been posting videos for.
Yes, thank you for calling my wife a rotten cunt. I want to thank you for all of your comments. We all know what the comment section looked like, Dan. What the fuck are you talking about, buddy?
well over a year, and kind of tag teaming with the book that we wrote and some of the fun things that we do, and never in our wild.
Vash, you'll have to hit me up with that information on Discord because I haven't heard anything about that. He might be a funny lolcow to bring back. Thanks for the update. Yes, I am in decent health. I have to lose 80 fucking pounds. I'm done. I'm hitting the fucking. I've got a fucking gym down here now. I've got every goddamn thing. Be hitting the bag. I'm gonna lose the fucking weight.
You know something I find even more depressing about this Wiregate story?
What's that?
This is literally the most famous this guy is ever going to be for this reason. He's the wire guy. That is fucking depressing.
That is depressing. That is not what he wanted to be known for. They do like relationship advice. That's their whole channel. And the biggest piece of relationship advice that came out of this channel didn't come from them. It came from their fucking comment section. And you want to know what the advice was? Leave this bitch. She's awful. Also, you can't see her from here, but she looks like Roseanne Barr if she did like a lot of blow. Like more than Roseanne does already. It's crazy. There are worse things to be remembered for. Like having a rotten leg and bad carpets. An Amazon wish list. Anyway, moving on.
Wildest dreams. Did we think we'd get the response?
Oh yeah, how long until we get the Wiregate coin? Can we get like Hawk Tua? Come on. Can we get Logan Paul or Jake or whatever Paul it is that does that? They're both reprehensible, but can we get somebody to get in on this? Let's get them a podcast and a shit coin. No, it doesn't. Tape does not last. No. We're talking about Brett Keane.
From this video.
And for those of you that are following us and paying attention to some other stuff, we thank you because our job, our purpose is to help couples really stay communicated and stay in the present moment with their partner. And
okay, well, hold on. Now, wait a minute. All right.
Dorn coin. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Yeah,
Dorn.
Okay, so this actually, you know what? If they're clever, they could twist this into a brilliant advertisement for their channel. Because if his whole thing is teaching couples about how to stay together and communicate, he's clearly a master because his wife is horrible. So clearly he has a practice that absolutely functions if he is able to truly continually tolerate this wretched, insensitive cow.
Right. I agree. I mean, like, to a certain extent, I mean, there's no way he's happy.
I would bet on this man's advice probably more than any of the dating shows out there, actually. Simply due to the fundamental successful practicality of his union with a wretched, low brain, disgustingly foul, amoral creature. And he has managed to make this work and function successfully for them and their family. I would bet that this man's advice probably is golden.
I actually have a good piece of relationship advice. You need to get a talking stick, right? And what you do with it is you just when she starts talking, you just go, no, bad wife. No more time. I filed them the points. It helps it. No.
Oh, I can't wait
Bad
to tell
woman.
your wife about this timestamp tomorrow.
Please don't. Had a bad day. Had a bad day, man.
Hey,
Talk about those
hey,
women
wife.
that don't believe.
Go. Here's $5 for a coffee on Venmo. You should check out this timestamp.
No, bad Carl. Don't fucking do that. You are a cunt. Oh shit. And we're back. Okay, back to the fucking video.
Believe that, but first we're going to address the video. I had an idea for a couple weeks about doing this video because I had been working with some wire that I bought many, many years ago, and I remember how big it was, and I thought I will never go through this
Basement, joke's on you. I actually like the couch.
wire. And I just had a couple moments with it, and I asked Cindy, I said, come out and film this. There's something I want to do on this. And I had no idea where it was going to go or even if we'd post it. But
Neither did I.
And neither did you. And so she just came out to the front porch where I sat with this wire, and I kind of told this story that I was feeling.
Then why was he like, huh? That seemed like a pretty authentic, huh?
In the last couple of weeks, and I might have explained that, and some of you might have heard that, and I just asked her to film, and then at the end she made a comment about the Jets hat. So I want to look at this in two ways. The first way is maybe
Take a breath. Take a breath.
He's about to fucking cry.
The first way is how much I appreciate the people, men and women, that resonated with what I was doing. I saw one comment was, "Oh, it's all staged."
Bro, millennials grew up with the internet and they're still here. And we are in our fucking 30s now. And a lot of us either had kids or regret not having them in our 20s. Right? So, of course, this resonated. The bulk of the internet is fucking, and not only that, but there's Zoomers out there that feel like their life is like wasting away because they have no job prospects, no training, no practical life skills, and no dating aspects or prospects rather. So everyone kind of feels like your roll of wire right now, dude.
And then I saw another comment.
You know what he needs, Will? Is he needs a video series that's just titled How to Survive Being Married to a Wretched Cow. And everyone would watch him and probably take his advice, and he'd probably grow really big.
If he does that, I will personally, and I mean this in honest, I will personally send him this stick as a token of no. Bad woman, go away. Be gone, thought. Anyway, moving on.
Comment this. Oh yeah, check out .032 and tell me this would be the best actor in the world. Well, let me be clear.
Yeah, there we
it was
go.
not
See,
staged.
He's even acknowledging the comments that said that kind of shit. That rule of water thing really made me think about it. I paused before she spoke when I originally watched it. Yeah, I think a lot of us did.
It was a true present moment feeling about this wire, and it was not planned. I just said, put this on film. I don't know, maybe for my grandkids, whatever. Cindy came out and filmed.
But not to interrupt you, but we do that quite often. If we have a feeling, a thought, something we say to each other, we're like,
I hate people who do that and then interrupt you. Not to interrupt you, but I'm about to interrupt you. Shut up. Just interrupt me then.
grab the camera. You know, this might end up being something good. We do that often. Right. So when you said grab the camera, I was like,
I'm on it. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm on it.
We do.
Fucking great value Roseanne with her fucking nugget of wisdom. And by nugget, I mean like the kind you find in the fucking toilet, chunky and full of corn.
We never stage anything. We always catch each other in interesting moments and have authentic responses.
You literally admitted to staging this. You literally admitted to staging this.
Yeah, he said he was thinking about it, and then he was out there, and then he told her to come out.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Being authentic is the only way to go. So anybody that thought it was staged, you're wrong. It wasn't. So anyway, as I said,
whatever.
I really appreciate everybody that resonated with that, because
you know why they're focusing on the stage thing? Because that wasn't even the main criticism. It wasn't even the main thing people were talking about. So let's focus on that. All right, let's hear point number 2. Hopefully it has something to do with the actual fucking criticism.
Oh my God, some of the comments and some of the things that people said about men that had stuff from their fathers, that...
No, that was not the other thing.
You know, had been around a long time, and every time they go use the tackle box, they see the pliers.
Oh my
God. It's just like my coffee.
It would have been so much better to just be like, yeah, it was a skit to show you how poor communication can happen in relationships, and we just did it to get attention and show you all like how a relationship and how, you know, certain comments can be hurtful, and this was a lesson to teach you all to be more emotionally sensitive and be able to read the room better. And this was just a big skit. We were acting, and I'm an award-winning actor that can cry on command. And I totally set this whole fucking thing up. And now you all are looking at me exactly as I planned, to let you know that my relationship advice is really good and will help you solve these issues. So come and follow me. It's like,
right.
It's like they didn't even spit. Are these stupid people? I mean, are these really, really stupid people that have absolutely no clue how to fucking manage a fucking social media catastrophe on them? I mean, they're just doing literally everything possibly wrong all the time.
Yeah, I just want to...
you know what? My advice to these people, seriously, enough. Don't post on the internet anymore. Just give up. It's not your thing. It's clearly not your thing. You don't get it. This has brought a lot of pain and tragedy for literally nothing. Not like you were ever big enough to be monetized. This has brought a lot of tragedy and attacks on probably your whole fucking family, so that you can chase a little bit of fucking media clout as you're trying to find substance in your life, in your midlife crisis mindset. I mean, what the fuck? Okay, you know what? I'm going to step away for a minute. You go ahead and give your thoughts.
No, that's okay. That brings us to today's video sponsor. And I'm going to find it, and it's in here somewhere. It's Coffee Brand Coffee, and I'm filibustering because I'm struggling to find the clip because I'm retarded.
Ta-ta there, retard.
I will find it eventually. I haven't found it yet, but you know what? Fine, we'll just do the other one. Nope, we'll do this one. That brings us to today's sponsor, Coffee Brand Coffee.
It sells the coffee, precious.
Look at all that delicious fall roast selection. I want summer flavors. There's 35% off of those, though. And we got Jeremy's Coffee Club. You can sign up for that.
It puts the coffee in the basket, or else it gets the hose again.
Here's another one. Look at this guy. Fucking Silky Dark Roast makes a mean espresso. Look at that. Buy 10 pounds at a time. What the fuck? All right, well, you can do that. Look at all this fucking coffee. We got premium monthly coffee roaster's choice. Ethiopian light roast. You got a medium roast. You got decaffeinated coffee for all you fucking over 60 people whose ticker can't handle it. You got the Blueberry Cobbler K-Cup pods. Isn't that wonderful? You got orange creamsicle, a favorite, $13. $13 and save. You can save money with my promo code and the referral link. Look at this. They've even got coffee that comes with the t-shirt and a tumbler. That's fucking nuts. This is my favorite bag of coffee brand coffee. It's the double caffeinated. It definitely has a lot of caffeine in it, but if you like caffeine and you need a lot of it very quickly, I would recommend drinking this. It hits right away. Okay.
It does what it's told.
Anyway, coffee brand coffee. It's not Folgers. It's not. Oh, well, he'll be back. It's not Folgers. We got this coffee situation going on. I sell coffee now. That link in the description. It's actually 45% off winter flavors. There's a lot of good ones. I like the sugar cookie, but the regular ones, I'm actually. I haven't slept since yesterday. That's not a joke. It's just my job. And I am actually drinking the double caffeinated right now. And it's the only reason that I am able to function. The link is in the description. But here it is again. That's how you get in. You can jump in. You don't need to download anything. For anyone who's new, you just fucking click the link and that's it. So, yes. It's fucking, yes, it is. It is awesome. It's fantastic. Dave, that's haram. We don't drink that here. We don't drink fucking Maxwell House. We don't drink Folgers. we drink fucking coffee brand coffee because we're real.
Yeah, I'm just a cheap date. I hardly ever drink it, so I just bought it. Was on sale today. I just happened to be there, and I thought, you know
what else is on sale? Coffee brand coffee.
There you go. Get some
45% off winter flavors.
This program is brought to you by Coffee Brand Coffee. You get how much percent off?
45% off winter flavors, right?
45% off winter flavors. On sale now. Get your order in now from Will Kincaid at www.what.com.
The link is in the description. You use the coupon code in the link, you get 45% off winter flavors.
There you go. 45% off winter flavors. Happy New Year from Will Kincaid and Studios. I saw the SS Smokey Saint. Is that a ship?
No, it's an owl.
It's an owl. Okay.
But
how you doing, man? I just thought I'd stop by and then that way the adversaries can start and stop the video, talk to the video, and let the video talk back to them.
Excellent.
Right, exactly.
You know what? I missed you, Dave. Happy New Year to you. How you doing?
Yeah, Happy New Year to you guys too. Really good to see you on here.
Yeah, first video of the new year. And
yeah, I've been fighting the adversaries, but I'm kind of,
Dave,
good night, John. Good seeing you again. Missed you, buddy.
One thing I wanted to mention, you probably missed it. It came up in a previous stream. Guru Lady was mentioning that you were being picked on mercilessly by the free gracers, particularly some of the ones that I used to tangle with as well. And I told Guru, and you can correct me if you think I'm wrong, I told Guru, I said, this is what Dave is meant to do. This is his telos and his purpose, and he's happiest fulfilling his purpose, going at these people and standing up for the truth of Scripture. So I alleviated by telling her that basically not to worry about you too much because you're for fulfilling your role and your purpose in this space.
That's exactly correct. You got it. You got it right on.
Can we just talk about the? Yeah, can we talk about the free grace thing for just 1 second?
Sure, absolutely. Well, this is your show. You're going to ask us. I like that. This guy's pretty nice. He asks us, but then we know it's his show.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like rolling conversations. So if somebody is talking about something I don't like, we're up. You know? No, but they constantly accuse us of fucking works-based salvation, and they say that we're like telling people that they have to do works, yet we never mention it. I dare them to. I would love them to do this if they could find something. What works have we instructed anyone to do? What?
You know, it's interesting because Bible? None of you have ever said.
I want to know what they think a work is. Right. I really do.
You know what's weird too is, and let me just say this. when you mention work, they always go to the law of Moses, like the 10 Commandments and all these ordinances and statutes of, burning burnt offerings and all these oblations and different things. But that's not what I'm talking about. I still think that even belief is a work. And now people get mad at me for that, because what I mean by that is it's not a work of the law. It's not a work of righteousness. It's just simply doing something that you have to do to believe, to believe. You have to believe. Believing is doing something. Studying, if you go to school and you're a student and you go to the university, you're doing something. Your dad tells you, work hard, study, work. That's all that is. It's not keeping the law of Moses to be righteous. So I just want to,
I was talking to
Smokey. Well, and just to piggyback off that real quick.
Okay, fine.
It would be very weird for Christ to tell us to judge people by their fruits if their fruits weren't an indicator of their salvation. He literally tells us to judge people by their fruits to know their salvific status in faith. So why would he do that if their fruits don't actually matter to their salvation? It makes no sense.
And I've actually heard the dude say that we're going to judge you by your works. I heard him say
that. And speaking of the dude, I was telling this to Smokey earlier. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but I said, isn't it funny that the people who are free grace, who are so anti-works, are also the same people who are anti-work in their own life, insofar as they've never worked an honest day's labor in their entire fucking life. I mean, look at fucking Tony Scamarone. What the fuck is his name? Donnie Badinsky.
Yeah.
Used fucking car salesman. What has Tom Howlag ever done in his life? As far as like a job, you know what I mean? Nothing, as far as I'm aware.
Let me tell you a brief story about SFT, Donnie Badinsky.
Yeah.
He was teaching. He had his, he's got his, what do you call that with the
his PowerPoint? He's always got his PowerPoint.
That's it, the PowerPoint. He's got his PowerPoint going. These guys are lost without their PowerPoint. These guys can't handle it without their PowerPoint, without Chat GPT now, without some other.
Yeah, that's the new one. I've seen these preacher channels where it's just one guy, and you're like, how is he pulling all this shit up? And then you're fact checking him, and he's using Chat GPT.
You mean they're actually letting some kind of thing talk for them? Do they read it or what?
Yeah, it's 11 Labs. Actually, I meant to tell you, Smokey, we actually got approached to do an affiliate with 11 Labs, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. We can talk about that later.
Let me tell you this quick story. Real fast.
Yeah, go ahead.
SFT's preaching on Romans 1. He gets down to where the men who hold the truth and unrighteousness, and then it says God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. And then I'm reading the list of things that are not convenient. One of them is debate, and I pointed that out to him. I said, you just got to telling people that God gave them over to a reprobate mind. They're unsaved. He said they're unsaved. When God gives you over to a reprobate mind, you're unsaved and you do those things which are not convenient. One of them is debate. You do it. I told him you're reprobate. He didn't like it. He wormed his way out of it. Yeah.
I should say, servant of Christ, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like a starting point, like a jumping off point for a layman, but I wouldn't be using it any further than that, because ChatGPT doesn't contextualize scripture correctly. It might be able to interpret what other people say, but insofar as like you're supposed to be interpreting the Bible yourself through your telos, you should be reading the Bible and doing it that way. But it is sometimes a good jumping off point. And
let me remind the listeners.
Yeah.
And I think this is important. I'm not trying to interrupt you, just to interject something.
Yeah.
I never knew Smokey Saint's channel. I told this yesterday to somebody. We were talking. I said I never knew a thing about Smokey Saint's channel. I didn't know anything about any of these people until guess who told me about it, and that was the dude. And that was like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember when. And he said, go over to that channel. I said, did you ever hear of Smokey Saint? He said something like this. I said, no. Because he used to come to the news and talk to us when he lived in Chicago a long time ago. And he said, do you know who the Smokey Saint? I said, no. And he started telling me he's an asshole and this and that, you know, just saying shit about him. And I didn't know Smokey Saint. He says, go over there and just give him hell. So I went over to Smokey Saint's channel, but I didn't go there with the intention of giving him hell. I thought, why should I give the guy hell? I don't even know the guy. So I went over to Smokey Saint's channel. And see, that I didn't know it, but the dude was getting in arguments with Smokey. And he was already over there for who knows how long, months already, getting in arguments. And I didn't know a thing about the channel. So I show up on Smokey Saint's channel. And I became friendly with Smokey Saint. And people didn't say much about it back then until they started turning against him. And here's what this was funny. Remember this, Smokey? I made you moderator for a while, and they didn't know.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Yeah, and there were guys like Graham, and there were certain guys that would come over to my channel. They didn't know me real well, just for like, you know, like a city of refuge. They thought until you showed up out of the ashes, and you were right there giving hell. I just let it happen. I'm like, let them have it. I don't give a shit. You know,
fun times. Yeah.
Oh, it was great. Yeah.
I'm actually interested because I think I know this passage, believe it or not. What does it say on the screen? Ephesians. I had to go to a different tab. Let's see, 429. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what this says. This is a rare instance where I actually know what the fuck's going on here, I think. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit to those who listen. Yeah, well, that's kind of that seems contradictory, considering that Jesus Christ called the fucking Pharisees a brood of vipers. The common idea at the time, by the way, and why that would be considered a curse word is because
so did John the Baptist. Yeah,
people thought that vipers ate their way out of their mothers alive. So,
well, yeah. See, you want to be careful in terms of hermeneutics when you're interpreting a verse. One thing you probably should definitely try to avoid is interpreting a passage in such a way that makes like actual apostles into some sort of sinner when they are correcting heresy or error, or, you know, debating the existence of their true triune God. You know, you don't want to interpret scriptures in such an absolutist type of way to where you are making even the very writers of the Bible themselves, in terms of their communication, sinful. The apostles, who are you know, forefathers essentially of our faith, these people have imparted upon us not only teachings but also examples. And if you're going to interpret scripture, be sure to look for the spirit of what the scripture is interpreting, and not to interpret it so rigidly that you end up turning, you know, apostles into sinful communicators. So that's my point on that.
Yeah, it's criticizing someone for tithing material fucking things rather than things of the spirit. Is that unwholesome? Well, because in Christ's time, the Sanhedrin and the fucking Pharisees would have considered everything that Christ said about him being the law of Moses. I think that's contested between religions, though. Did he actually say he is the law of Moses? Is that true?
Well, he is the word, so he is the law.
He is, but yeah. So I think that that ancient, or not ancient, but Jews of that time would have considered everything he said unwholesome.
I mean,
so
to realize the perspective of Jesus in some of these communications with the Pharisees, and the Pharisees are coming up to him and chastising him and his apostles for picking the grain and eating it on the Sabbath because they were famished and on a long journey. And they come to claim that they are breaking the rules of the Sabbath. They're literally trying to argue that God is sinning against the very Sabbath that he created. And this is why
man was not created for the Sabbath.
Correct. Correct. And so Christ's ministry had a lot to do with teaching people the importance of prioritizing the spirit of the law. If you follow the letter of the law to the very letter as written, including all the tradition, but you forsake the good intention, the telos, the thing the law, the thing the law was supposed to inspire and protect, if you neglect that to follow the tradition and the letter of the law, you are in terrible sin against the law. So, right. And Christ's ministry was very key to paint these to the legalists in his culture.
Two things. The first is, I don't know what you'd call evangelizing to hundreds of people on a YouTube channel other than a work, first of all. And second of all, I wonder when people are going to realize that the dude either is still, or at the very least, started out as a satire of Christians on the internet. This whole persona and what he says and does is a parody. It always was. Listen to the way I can unprivate some videos from the beginning if I can find dude videos on Smokey's channel over here on the Cone Club cult. I could unprivate some videos so that you could see dude speaking as if he is some televangelist. And it came in a hairy day, and the little Lord said, and he does this whole fucking routine. It's a parody.
I tell you, brother, lay your hand on the TV right now. I got my sweaty handkerchief ready for you with the blessing of God coming down from heaven. And if you lay your hand on that TV and you send your money to Robert Breaker, because if you keep your money in your bank account, it's going to go up and go to the Antichrist. But if you send it to my account and the rapture happens, amen, I got the routing number directed to Jesus' account. It's a trust account. But I noticed that I send all my money to Robert Breaker, and I asked him, Robert, would you pay my bills for me? And he hung up on me.
Yeah. Oh, poor Bob. Anyway, I
give him praise and glory.
I just.
By the way, is that coffee kosher?
Yeah, of course it is.
Okay, just checking.
I would,
of course,
I would say
it's responsibly sourced from non-child labor farms.
Yeah, the Ethiopian coffee comes from Ethiopia, but contains no slave DNA.
By the way, can I make an announcement? Since you mentioned Ethiopia, I always think of Candace, the Queen of Ethiopia. Guess who's marrying Candace?
Oh, do tell.
Oh, do tell.
The news unit.
Oh, Dave. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Actually,
I'm not joking. We've been talking up a storm here for months already, and she's coming to see me, and we're gonna get married.
You know what, man? All I'm gonna say is congratulations.
I know.
I actually hope you're really happy. I'm not.
We really are.
We
really are. Honestly, yeah. This is no joke.
I'm going to ask you something, Dave, in the private chat that I cannot put in public.
Okay, go ahead. I don't care. I mean, we'll talk. You guys want to shoot the breeze sometime? That's cool.
God bless Mazel Tov. You know what, man? I hope you guys are actually really happy.
Yeah, we are. And, you know, I never thought it would happen, and neither did she. And it's like, we're sitting here talking to each other, and it's like, we don't even remember. All of a sudden, we just started getting along, and one thing led to another, and all of a sudden, here we are. Can
I ask you a question, Dave?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
It's in the just yes or no.
Now I gotta look that up to find out what that is. Hold on, because I'm not that smart, and every little.
Okay, well, you might want to open an incognito tab.
David, just so you know. Dave, just so you know, I would totally watch your segments on 90 Day Fiancé if you went about it that way. I would totally watch.
I would start a YouTube channel about it. Fucking do live videos every goddamn day.
Yeah.
Did you
probably could if you guys are going about it that way? You probably could call the show and let them know.
Smokey,
I don't know.
Look at the private chat. Look what I asked Dave.
Okay, hold on. Well, you know what? some shit supposed to just kind of stay between us?
Oh God, look what he wrote.
Oh no.
Oh God, because I won't say, but she propositioned somebody about that years and years ago.
Let's come on. Let's not.
Now we're not going to get into it, but Mazel Tov.
Oh, don't worry about it. You guys don't win this. I'm not concerned about it. Listen,
bro, can I go? When are you getting married? Can I go?
Sure, I'll let you know. I'm just to be announced. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I'm getting a new suit.
I might even take.
And I'm looking for occasions to wear it.
And by the way, my mom passed away, so I got this other house, so I can throw you birds in there.
Oh, God bless.
You can bring your coffee maker over there. And
wait, unless you hated your mom, did you like your
You need
mom?
a coffee maker for this. What is the name of this coffee? I had that open just a moment ago. Where'd it go?
Oh, it's Coffee Brand Coffee. The link's actually in the description.
You need a fancy coffee maker or just a standard basic?
Well, you can get any kind. Like if you want to get just a bag of ground coffee, you can get.
Yeah, they've got K-cups. They've got unground, ground. Yeah,
I'm not in the coffee generation. I don't know what's going on with all these fancy coffee makers now.
No, it's like the stuff that I got is $18 for a bag. It makes I don't know how many cups. I haven't had to buy a new fucking bag of coffee in like a year, and it's really not even that much. It's just because it's double caffeinated. So
how many cups do you think it makes about roughly?
Fuck. We had the math figured out.
Just roughly.
I think 80.
I think a bag.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. See what I've been doing? I'm sick of buying this coffee at Dollar General. I like the cold coffee that they make. You know, the mocha and this white chocolate.
We have that too. We sell that too.
Yeah. See, so here's what I like. I like it chilled. All you got to do is make it and chill it. I guess that's all you need to do.
No, you could, but they actually have stuff that you don't. All you do is add water to it, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, getting back to this. I was gonna say something, but I don't want to overdo it. Well, you're not afraid of it.
Derek, there's no drama.
Getting back to your scat pornography.
Yeah. No,
I'm just kidding, guys. Come on, you know.
Something happened years ago.
I mean, you know me. I can satire it up too. Don't worry. I mean, I'm not allergic to that. You know. Yeah.
Oh wait a minute. So you're marrying Candace. Ask her about what praise. Don't say anything, but ask her about what praise sent her 4 years ago. I think it was. Ask her about the photo that Praise sent.
He's trying to turn this into a Howard Stern show, isn't he?
Praise doesn't know that I know what she sent him, but she told me
he doesn't have the curly
what
hair,
he sent her, and
he's good at it.
Just ask. It's fucking funny. She might still have it. You
I
can
will,
laugh
yeah.
at it together.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. I'll have to, if you stick around until after the show, I'll have to fucking tell you all about it. Anyway, moving on.
Well, we're really looking forward to seeing one another because she's going to be leaving Dubai here. She's been working at Dubai and she hates it. I'm glad she don't like it. And she's going back to Taiwan to see her ma for a while, just a little while, like a month or less. And then I would guess that she'll probably be not. I'll be picking her up at the airport sometime in the end of February, early March, somewhere in that vicinity. And we're planning a 3-month stint. And I honestly don't even know what to do about all these different things and how she should become a resident and any of that. You know, I'm just not. I got to start studying all that.
Look up the K1 visa. Look up the K1 visa.
Okay,
it's
I'll
not
do
that
that.
hard. It's
Okay.
not that hard.
It's actually not that hard. It actually isn't. It's really not that.
We will.
Right.
I will literally, if Candace wants to talk to me again, I will literally help walk her through it.
It's amazing what we got going on. There's interest in this.
Smokey and I were talking about this. We were talking about this at like 6 o'clock in the fucking morning today, or 7 o'clock in the morning. We were talking about how like it would be really. It's funny. It's funny that you're here saying this now because we were saying how great it would be if somebody in the fucking cult met somebody else. Well, you're not in the cult, but you're.
No, I know. Yeah.
But it would be fun if somebody in the fucking community met somebody through the fucking community we built, and here we go. There it is. We were literally just talking about this. Like,
well, allegedly the dude and Olive are married. Do you believe that's true?
Wait, what?
Dude and Olive?
The dude and Olive are supposedly married already like 4 months ago.
What the?
Yeah.
There's no fucking way that's true. bro, run, dude, run.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
You
it's
missed
just,
it. It was the first part of the stream. You got to catch the VOD. Yeah, no, that's fucking. I mean,
that can't be true.
You do reap what you sow, don't you?
Yeah,
true.
Can you imagine?
So they're raising. So wait a minute. So that means if that's true, if true, but also if that's true, then that means that the dude is going to be stepfather to Olive and Praise's bastard incest child. I can't wait until that gets clipped.
You know, I should actually. You know what I should have done is I should have went live and then I should have like streamed this to my audience. Hey, I can do this. Can I stream this to my audience because you'll get a lot more people?
Fucking send it right now. Do it.
All right, let's do it. What am I waiting for? I should have done it right away. All right, let me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put you on X. What should I title it? Give me a title. I'm gonna type it right in here as I talk.
I don't know. We called it
On the
Wiregate
Wilkie
Wi-Fi.
channel.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Live.
What was I
Hashtag
fucking saying?
okay, that's
so
good.
I'm gonna offer Olive and Praise.
Really, Dave, you don't even have to ask in the future. You know that. Like,
Yeah,
right. I know, but I'm just doing it for the sake of.
I know.
There you go. We're on Twitter now. Awesome. We're on X.
Oh, you're on X now, live. You're live on X on my X.
Hell yeah!
That's
No,
awesome.
I see
Let's
it.
get some coffee. Let's get some coffee sales going, ladies and gentlemen.
We will. There's links in the description.
How many percent off is that again?
45.
Coffee Brand Coffee, www.coffeebrandcoffee.com /
Use coupon code KINC.
Yeah,
and
KINC
45%
coupon code
off.
and get some 45% off your next order and all the rest of it. Sign up and make sure you
Hell
use
yeah.
KINC, right? KINC?
That's correct. All caps.
KINC. I'll be your advertising guy.
Thank you.
Coffee Brand Coffee. Start your new year off
all over the
right.
fucking place.
I'm actually jealous that Dave has
Already we have viewers on Twitter.
That's all right.
I'm
see all
really
the
jealous
numbers.
of Dave's broadcaster voice. I can't live up
Yeah.
to that type.
I'm gonna steal that.
Oh, you guys are all good. Cut it out. You guys are
jab
just as
video.
good. You get three of us together on here jamming it up, and it's like
Oh fuck, Andrew's
like
been in
Howard
the
Stern.
back forever. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Andrew. I fucked.
Here comes the man from the land down under. What's up?
Hey guys, just noticed here and then Dave got in that yeah, I better jump in.
Good to see you, Andrew. Been a while.
Oh yeah, I
almost
remember
too
what I was
long.
saying. I remember I was saying I'm gonna offer Praise and all of the same offer we gave to Knock. You show us the DNA test that proves that Praise and Olive didn't make that child together, and I'll eat my hat. And it's I'm Jewish. It's a pretty big fucking hat. Or a small one. It kind of depends on the day, doesn't it? Anyway, it's cold up here.
So we are simulcasting, triple casting, you name it right now on X.
We are streaming to 4 YouTube channels and 1 X account because I wanted to make sure as many fucking people as possible.
Kick this thing in overdrive a little bit here tonight. I'm tired of broadcasting. I had to come over here and take a break. I was just doing a Bible study myself, and I just thought, let's see who's on here. And
you want more coffee? The link is in the description on my channel.
There you go.
Yep. Hey, 45% off winter flavors, and like I said, the cookie, the sugar cookie is the best of the winter flavors. I think the rest of them are too fucking complex. I don't like a lot of horse shit in my coffee. If I could just get flavored coffee, that's fine.
Sugar cookie, huh?
Yeah,
That
it's
sounds
not
good.
bad.
How's the white chocolate or the mocha? Is that good too?
You what now?
How's the white chocolate and the mocha?
The white chocolate and the mocha is good too. I think because I dump like a whole bag of sugar in my shit just instinctively because I'm used to shitty gas station coffee just because of what I do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And like so I'm just constant. I got a bag of sugar that I keep in my fucking car just because like I'm not opening 20 goddamn sugar packets in the middle of a fucking gas station, and I just take my coffee black and I'll dick with it when I get there. So I don't like a lot of complicated sweet flavors, but they are good. Just a little bit of unflavored cream. You don't really need sugar for those at all.
Hmm.
But And I hear the blueberry cobbler is very good. I despise blueberry. I have a customer who has had a decent amount of it, and they recommended it. So that's it. Okay, we should probably move to our next video because we're already an hour now, 15 minutes in.
By the way, I'll bet you they'll be starting and stopping this one pretty soon over there on the cult.
Oh yeah, you think so?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Yep, that's my.
Was it? What do you think did it? The fucking incest baby comment or talking
Well,
about?
once they see me doing that, they'll be over here starting and stopping.
Oh yeah,
wow.
doing the Candace thing.
That's true.
They're not gonna let that one go.
Is this announcement like are we breaking news here?
No, I've already announced this about within
okay.
the last
Wow.
month. Yeah.
Well, fuck.
But I haven't made like full announcement. I'm not telling everything going on because there is a few people that are interested in taking part in this. In fact, Numi King wants to be one of the best men, and I've met Buddy time in real life so far. We've, I still got my old unit guys that kind of hang out there a little bit and that sort of thing.
Depending on where you are, I mean, the flight might be cheap out there.
Numi's going to get 2 camels, he says, from the Milwaukee County Zoo, so we can ride on camels. Because Numi likes to brag that he's a Persian king. He does everything.
Dowry. I'm sorry, I misunderstood what you were. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Numi claims he's the king, and his wife. You know, they're from Tehran originally. Their roots, you know, and.
Okay, how many goats?
I don't know yet. You did what to a sheep?
No, I'm just wondering. Is there?
I'm sorry.
Is her dad still alive? I think he passed away, didn't he?
Oh, you mean Candace? Yeah, her dad passed away about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember.
My mom passed away on October 15, 23. So that's been.
And did her mom pass? Is that what she said?
No,
earlier?
her mom is still alive. Her mom is working just fine.
Oh God, so you still gotta
and
buy
she's
the
got a grandma and
goat.
grandpa yet too. So
you gotta buy the goats, Dave.
Uh-oh.
I saw that on the internet. You have to buy the goats.
Goat's milk. Huh? Does that go into coffee good too? Or
No. You have to buy her actual goats. You got to show.
Goats. You mean like a dowry kind of
or something.
It's a dowry situation.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, right off the top.
Okay.
And her family pays for the wedding.
Numi's all excited. He
Give
wants
them-
to make this like a king and queen, 2 of them, where he and his wife ride on one camel and we ride on the other one. He wants to get me a dish dash. I'll wear it too. I'm kind of eccentric, you know, when it comes to some stuff. You know that. But you know,
Me and my wife will dress real Hasidic for your wedding.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, just Hasids and fucking Arab fucking customs and yeah. Well, just, you know, whatever. Arabian Nights.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I want in the worst way to ride down the main street in Partyville on 2 camels. That would be so funny.
Oh, yeah. Don't do Bourbon Street, though, in Louisiana, because you'll probably get run over by.
Oh, we're going to stay up in here in this neck of the woods. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good. Stay up in your neck of the woods so you keep your neck. Anyway, so.
And she likes coffee too, so we'll have to check into this. What is this called again? I got to look at it.
Coffee brand coffee, yeah.
Coffee brand coffee. Look at that. I told Candace I'm gonna have to get it. What kind of coffee maker do you guys recommend? Honestly, what do you think I should get?
I personally have a Keurig and I love it.
Oh, you got a Keurig? Okay.
Yeah.
In my office over here, I've got a Keurig, but I also have like a standard coffee pot. That's what I use.
What do you like for this kind of stuff? Your coffee brand? What do you like? It doesn't matter, eh?
I just get the bag of ground and I throw a fucking paper.
Well, even
filter in
if
there.
you get a Keurig, Dave, you can get one of the little like reusable baskets that you can just fill with your own ground coffee.
My buddy Mike the cop, he gets a Keurig. He said you can get one at Walmart even. He said I'll probably go over and get it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
like a couple
Keurig is a good. I really like mine. I love being able to just put a cup under it and brew it right away. Like that's and it's completely fresh. It hasn't been sitting in the pot, you know. I don't even like it if it's been sitting in the pot for an hour. So like,
why isn't Keurig sponsoring us? I mean, we sell coffee already. Maybe we should have a fucking coffee brewing system fucking sponsor. Reach
By the way,
out.
I just want to ask real quick, and I don't know how to put this, but just generalization. Is Dr. Kenny doing all right?
No idea.
I have not heard from him in many months.
Okay.
And I have tried.
One
I have
flew over
tried.
the cuckoo's nest routine.
Yeah, I have messaged him. I I have tried to call him, and I'm slightly worried because the last I heard, he was hanging out with a bunch of Hell's Angels in Northern California. So I hope he's okay.
Right.
But you know, I have not heard anything in many months.
Yeah, he likes to proselytize, if not evangelize, to some of the seedier elements of our society.
He finds a calling with some of these down and outcast people, you know, to nurture. He feels himself to be a broken thing, and therefore he has a soft spot for other broken things.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to say, you know, just give him my regards, you know, if you ever run into him.
If you know what,
If one of us runs into him.
That's all. It's just kind of general checking on people.
You know what the weird thing is? He usually messages me before he messages Smokey, which is odd because he lives way closer to Smokey than he does to me. I don't know if he still lives that close. I honestly don't know.
I know he was getting left property in Virginia too. So I you know, when we went out there together, he was bequeathed, you know, some sort of property, you know, from his family just because he was there and they wanted to give it to him. So he's also got, you know, a spot out there, like a nice, decent piece of land, you know, kind of in the sticks.
I had to tell my son about that too, because he said that there was something he had it written up while he was out there that my kid is getting land in Virginia as well. I don't know what the fuck he would do with it. But I guess one day I got to sit down and go, hey, little Kincaid Jr., guess what?
When we were in Virginia, he kept bringing these Blair Witch fucking twig dolls like back to the hotel and shit. It really kind of started to make me
weird shit that he would find in the fucking woods. And then he came up here and he was talking to the ghosts in my mom's forest.
Yeah, I tried to get him to not do that. I didn't need any more of that bad juju on me.
Well, it's weird because my mom said that she brought a fucking psychic to the house when they bought it, like before we moved in. And they said that there was a fucking Indian spirit that was living there. And I hadn't told any of that to Kenny. And he thought he saw a little fucking Indian girl chilling out in the woods behind my mom's house. And he was like talking to her or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What kind of fucking Silent Hill horse shit is this? Fucking Children of the Corn, goddamn fucking ring ass fucking VHS bullshit. God damn it. Okay.
What's the name of that?
Don't you have a spot out there literally named Blood Pond? Isn't that like a thing?
Yes, there is a place in upstate New York called Blood Pond. They're all like, it's like Blood Pond, fucking Black Mountain, fucking Drown Your Spouse Boulevard. There's a lot of shit like that out here. Oh my God. What's that other one? It's like oh God, Moses Kale or something. I don't know. Some fucking hateful goddamn name. I don't know where the fuck that is. I live in upstate New York. I literally live on a mountain in the Adirondacks. I live on it. Yeah. So the naming aesthetic is fucking tree, hill, waterfall, river, or something.
You got any ski hills over there too?
Oh yeah, we got plenty.
Oh, yeah.
We got plenty. We're not that far from Stowe, really.
You're in the ski zone there, right? Yeah, where all the snow is.
We are 20 minutes from the Green Mountains. Also, we are 30 minutes from.
Oh, here comes the watchers now. Here they come. They're coming in. We went up from 4. I'm watching them coming. I'm forecasting.
Yeah, I'm watching them go up. I can see them.
That's the cult coming in to listen.
And we've got where else do we have? Gore, yeah, is an hour from my house.
Yep.
Just about. So we have a lot of skiing. My wife skis actually. She skied down our portion of the mountain.
What kind of skis you got now? Or don't you have any? Or
I don't have skis. She does. I couldn't tell you what they are. They're pink. Does that help?
I don't know. Well, they
I
used
have
to be.
no fucking
I
idea.
just don't even know what they are anymore. I mean, they used to be K2s and Rosinol or whatever.
Basement Dweller's comment is really based, by the way. You should read that.
Where's he at?
Let's see. You
Is
know
he in your
you're in a
chat?
cult when you need to check a list before visiting a channel. Oh yeah, I forgot about Bill Cuthbert's list. We won an award.
Yeah, we won. We won.
It's a major award.
Okay, so he named, what was it, 20 people that you need
There's
to mark
30
as
now.
voting
It
for?
went to 30. I don't know if
Oh,
it's up.
30.
That.
You were at the top of the list.
Am I still number one?
You're
Am I
number
still-
one. I wanted to be number two. I wanted to be right next to you. But they
Am
won't.
I still number one?
No
Yes.
child can beat the Grinch. Carl, no child can
one.
beat the Grinch. I never win.
What do they call that steamer that you go when you get your coffee over there at your convenient mart? They call it a steamer or something. Cleveland steamer? No, not a Cleveland steamer.
I taught David.
I was going to say that, but anyway.
You got that on my mind now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. This is a
Alaskan
Christian channel.
pipeline.
Is this a Christian channel or Judeo-Christian?
It smells like Cleveland in here.
Listen, I tell you, Chicago smells way worse than Baltimore. I'll be honest. We were making jokes for like a year about Baltimore being a disgusting shithole. Baltimore International Airport has the nicest bathrooms I've been in a lot of fucking airport bathrooms too, because I'm a Jew, so I got to shit like right now all the time, and I am not shitting on
Right
the plane.
now.
So yeah, right now all the time.
You got that geyser going. That's it, huh?
Yeah, but the Baltimore bathrooms, the doors are floor to ceiling. There's a fucking number. It's a digital screen out front that tells you how many people are taking a shit. And if there's
Wow.
anywhere to take a shit in there, it
Yeah.
tells you. And then you go in the bathroom and there's a screen where a guy has to log in and say that he cleaned the fucking thing. And it tells you how recently the bathrooms were cleaned.
How long does it take to get in
And
there after you go through all that stuff?
It doesn't. It doesn't. You just go. Because
Oh, really?
because people know that that there are people waiting and that there's a sign that says exactly how fucking long they're taking. So they don't fuck around. Me, I don't care about none of that shit. I go right in the stall. While I'm shitting, I am vaping because there are no.
Right. I like to sit there. I'm the
smoking
kind of guy that,
stalls.
when I get on the throne, I like to sit there and relax for a while.
I need nicotine.
I don't know what it is, but that's my place. I mean, I just
flying
kinda,
out west, we had like a fucking 6-hour flight, and right off the plane, I'm like, I need nicotine now, or I'm gonna kill everyone in this fucking airport. I was about ready to turn my tab.
So how do you balance
improvise.
nicotine and caffeine?
Yeah, I don't want to say it because I just realized I might get put on a no-fly list.
Oh shoot!
But no, anyway, if that was for legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Anyway, I actually have to go take a fat shit. I can't believe I psyched myself out. Now I actually do have to make boom boom. All right, I will be right back. And then, for the love of God,
We're gonna have to hold the broadcast, Smokey. How do we do this?
Oh my God!
We'll do pretty easily.
This
I
is
guess we'll
tough.
just have to pick a topic and go with it.
Yeah.
Just talk about
We'll talk about the list.
German sex acts again. Let's do that.
Cleveland streamers or steamers? What is that?
Yeah.
I forget what it is.
All right, I'll be right back.
Outstanding.
So it's good to see you guys on here, chopping it up as usual.
Yeah, man, it's good to see you too.
Yeah, I'm just navigating all the conflict. I don't really know what to make of it all, all the time. It's really kind of weird, but it is what it is.
I think what I've seen, and I've been watching a bit at a distance, just out of an expression of faith and letting some things operate as I felt that God was leading me. I've seen these people really start to fully dismantle and destroy themselves without me having to really do anything at all. It's almost as if they're on a committed pathway to judgment. And what I've noticed, Dave, is that I've seen people that look like that maybe have the outward appearance, maybe the worldly appearance of being blessed, But if you look at them with spiritual eyes, you see that they're actually on a pathway to judgment, it seems, to where they're being led along their reprobate, debauched path. And while the appearance is that they are blessed, they're really only blessed by a physical, worldly standard, not a spiritual standard. And I think I've seen that with a lot of these blasphemous, heretical characters that came against me in the years, and I'm watching them completely dismantle and destroy their own credibility.
Yeah, it's really weird. And they tried to get me to join that, and I didn't do it. And that was really, they didn't like that, did they?
No, they definitely did not.
They were like, they sent Dickie over there to try to interrogate me and all that. Remember?
Yep. Oh, I do. Oh, I recall very well. Yeah.
And that guy just demonstrated his ignorance too over and over again.
Oh yeah, slimy scumball weirdo. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just really nothing to contribute.
Like,
And he's so dishonest in how he communicates. He really does think he really does think everyone's stupid. Like, I don't know how he thinks people are buying his bullshit when he deflects and changes words. And you say, oh, well, you're saying reality changed. I said, no, I didn't say that. I say it's different. And you say, okay, you're saying it's different. I said, no, I didn't say different. I said it's changed. So he's always deflecting, whatever point you're trying to make by nitpicking on words and terminology. And he thinks he's so clever, but anyone with half a brain can see through his horse shit and realize.
I really don't even know him really that well. I didn't follow his channels or whatever, but he shows up on mine, and then I knew he was like friends with Bill.
It's really hard to believe that he buys his own bullshit. I mean, he would have to be one of the most retarded men alive if he actually believes the things he says. He might just be evil. He might just be committed to Satan, trying to lead as many astray as he possibly can with his ridiculous argument tactics.
I've been getting a lot of stupid statements thrown at me. I was on this guy's channel one day. His name is Warriors for Christ. I don't know if you know who that is. Rich Pakowski.
It sounds familiar.
That's the guy that street preaches. And they were picking on him for a while too on the cult for several videos in a row there. And then finally I decided to go to his live one day, and he was talking about free gracers.
Yeah.
And we were getting along in the beginning of his broadcast. And toward the end of his broadcast, he made up with them and became friends. And then I was the PEDOPHILE.
Yeah, of course. Right. Yeah.
And I tell you what, I don't like being called that. That don't go over very well with me, because I'm not one. And even if somebody did a past indiscretion, like we all have, you just didn't get caught or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm talking about high school age and college.
No, I know exactly what you're talking
about. But, the point is that these people, they act like, like somebody's something, and they're really not, and the way the system is set up, whatever, it's just set up to fuck you, basically, no matter which way you look at it. And Canada,
one thing that I think
25 years apart. We're 25 years apart. I'm 58. She's 32.
Right.
I'll be 58. She'll be 33. So this is like Trump and Melania,
Right.
And I was reading, about Isaac and Rebecca. Isaac was 40 when he married Rebecca.
Right.
Now, I don't really know how old these girls were. There's scholars probably that have their ideas about it, but I'm guessing, they were pretty young. They could have been 15, 17. I don't know, But nevertheless, when he got the first children, she was barren until he got to be 70 years old, which is 60. So they had their Esau and Jacob when he was 60 years old. And how old, if she was, let's say guessing 15. So obviously that was 20 years later. So she was 35. That's the same difference that we are now, basically, in age. And I'm thinking, some people have a big conniption about age difference like that when you're getting married to somebody, like, you're weird or whatever. I'm not weird. You know what I mean? You're weird.
Well, I have another story for you, David, of someone I know who was accused of a sexual offense, actually accused of preying upon a child for a relationship long in the past that her
Yeah.
parents knew of and approved of and were fine with.
Yeah.
And she comes back, you know, over a decade later and accuses him of being a pedo.
Right.
And completely destroys his entire life. And the ironic thing is that her own parents, met at a similar time with a similar age gap. In fact, a much larger age gap. In fact, the person she accused was only 7 years age difference, and her dad is 10 years age difference from her mom.
Mm-hmm.
So her own father, by her standard, is a predator, but she doesn't view him as one. So the grand hypocrisy of the fact of our current system is that we don't actually go after predators. We have lines, arbitrary, unjustified, unargued lines in the sand that we draw in age gaps that is completely arbitrary and different from state to state, with no real argument or justification for why they are what they are. They just exist. They just exist usually based upon some legislator's feelings about it.
Right. It turns out to just manufacture mischief and just ruin people.
Right. And, you know, the thing is, there are a multitude of predatory relationships that slip under the radar who are fully predatory, who don't even get noticed because
I know
it's within the realm of.
And a lot of these people, you know, I got a friend of mine who's a retired police officer, Mike the cop, we call him on here. He gets on with me once in a while. He lives within my 6 miles from me here from the house. I met him in town. He had a street sign. He goes out and street preaches a little bit. And that's how we got to know each other. I'm going down the street here in my little town, and he's on the corner with an Ephesians 2:8 sign, for by grace you're saved. And I'm going to the store, and I hollered out the window. You know me, I'm just the same online as I am offline. And I said to him, I said, yeah, you Christians don't know what you're talking about. He said, yeah, come and talk to me. And we became friends that same day. But anyway, he was telling me about it because he's seen a lot as a cop, you know, working as a police officer. And, you know, I don't want to get into this too much on Will's channel. I don't know how much he was carried, but I'll just say this. And I don't think I'm overstepping my bounds.
No,
but
you're not.
The dude called me one day on the phone and left me a really disgusting message about what I wanted to do to little kids, which is not the case. And they're doing this to me all the time now. And the guy actually wants to fight. Now, I don't know if it's, you know, if there's some theatrics going on here or some kind of,
probably, most likely,
you know, but when you sound like that dude and you tell me you're coming for me and everything like that, I told him, I said, you better never get near me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say
after that kind of talk, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't I do believe that, you know, and the thing is, these people are very low thinking, Dave, when they resort to this type of tactic. They just want to label someone a disgusting thing without any real actual evidence, by the way. And then just run away and say, well, I don't have to deal with their arguments because they do this to kids, you know. And they ignore and they run and they hide because they're rodents and cockroaches, and they run away from sanitizing life that expose them for the cretins they are. So it's a smoke screen to try and deflect away from the attention of basically the talent that is pointing them out to be the rodents that they are. They are desperate to try and kill that light. And they will throw up every smoke screen they can. But thankfully, our God is good and loving and merciful.
Yeah.
And it seems that only the most detestable, worthless scum of humanity actually follow such ridiculous arguments and claims. Most people of any decent character and virtue will completely fundamentally ignore this type of smokescreen tactic and see what we say is actually true. Hence why Bill Cuthbert hates me so thoroughly, even though I haven't even had a single interaction with the man in more than 4 years.
Yeah, it's something really wacky over there. I ran into new guys over there too that I never knew who they were. One guy's name is Adam. He's on the Here Am I Lord Send Me channel or something like that. And he goes out and scraps with Muslims all the time. And He came over to my channel one day just out of nowhere, and I didn't know who he was. He's a younger guy into kickboxing or some kind of, what do you call that? Anyway, it's mixed martial arts, something or another. But he thinks Muay Thai wrestling or something. I can't remember what it's called.
No. Is it the guy Boki Ken?
No. This is a different guy, Adam.
Oh,
He's from the UK. He's got a channel, Here I Am, Lord Send Me. It's called.
Oh.
And he goes out and he scraps with Muslims all the time. And he came over to my channel and he started, because I had a title on there. I hate free grace. I can't stand it. I had some real derogatory title about free grace, you know. And he comes over and he says, I'm here to talk to you about free grace, you know, this and that. And he starts telling me the Bible. And I put him on, you know, because I always like to go one-on-one with somebody that thinks they know nothing, you know, and they try to prove themselves and they just end up sticking their foot in their mouth and all that. But we went on and I let him talk for over an hour and a half, and we're going through the Bible. And then he left, and then he went and grandstanded about beating me up. You know how these guys are. They come over to your channel and they act like they had some kind of victory taking care of you or whatever because they didn't like something.
Oh,
Yeah, and then he came back a second time a couple of days later, not very long. And all he did is sit there for 45 minutes and say, are you gay? Why are you gay? And just act stupid. And then there's other guys, you know, that are from the UK, and they're all pals with Bill and everything. These guys, there's something creepy about a lot of these guys in the UK. I don't know what the heck it is, but it's just kind of creepy, man. I don't know. Not every one of them, but there's Bill, you know, Bill, I see Bill as some kind of tilted kilt weirdo that his wife sits in one room on her computer and he's in the other one, and they scream up and back at each other, and then they go to the pub once in a while and get drunk.
You know, to me, Bill might actually be demon possessed. Like,
I wouldn't doubt it.
If he's not possessed, and I could be wrong, but I wouldn't doubt it. Like if I got solid evidence of it, I would probably be quick to believe it. But if he isn't, he is at the very least demon influenced. At the very least, I don't know. He might be possessed. He might be. I mean that. You know, the clip of him just exploding at me, the one that Will Kincaid turned into a DBZ short, you know, that was him just having lost all semblance of self-control, not even realizing the ridiculousness of what he was making himself out to appear. And then mad at me even further after the fact, as if it was my fault that he showed up and made a complete ass out of himself and violated every aspect of his moral code and supposed, you know, higher standing of theology. You know, I mean, he got so embarrassed by making an ass out of himself and then got madder at me for him doing that to himself. So the man is just, again, if not possessed, I think definitely influenced. He's completely.
I just want to talk about this basement dweller comment real quick. So if they were willing to, and they have done allegedly, according to themselves, fully doxed Smokey, right? What with his photo and everything, right? That's what they say. Why would she bother to hold back on the real estate?
Yeah, why would you not show that immediately?
I mean, they've literally, according to them, they've shown his fucking home address, his fucking picture, his every goddamn thing. There are live streams where they put that out there, right? Either because somebody else put it there and they stream the fucking thing, or because they put it up there themselves. I'm pretty sure that they even have like a little cutaway, like this fucking shit here, basically. And then they're like, oh, look at this. So why would they hold back on that? I don't think she has shit. They don't even know what the fuck. You're like, oh, how does Smokey have so much money? They're very upset about that. They bring that up all the time. And it's like, well, hey, guys, maybe you would have some fucking money, too, if you got a job, but that's work. And we all know what happens to people who fucking work. They go to hell, case closed, end of story. So, I mean, the conspiracy board just keeps evolving. It's just constant fucking... No, that's something else. Where's the milk? There he is. There's milk.
Oh, the news unit's on that one, huh?
No, that's you. It's
okay.
Yeah, it's just a cutout.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, some milk.
I thought that was some other.
You want some milk? Hey, look, it's our wedding photo. I never remember who's that guy in the middle.
Yeah,
I don't
who the
know
fuck
that
is
guy.
that?
That's a mystery. Anyway, moving on. We do this all the time. I hate talking about these fucking losers. It's just like, I don't even know if I'm going to take them up on their debate thing. I don't even know if it's worth it. He's the one.
Or somebody wants to debate with you or something?
Yeah, well, it was
About
going
what?
to be. It was going to be about fucking workspace salvation. Like, he challenged Smokey, and then Quentin got involved, and the whole thing got fucked up. And I was
You know what I'd like to
"Nah."
know, actually? Let me ask you guys this serious question.
Well, hold on. Before that, I
Go
just
ahead,
want to
go
tell
ahead.
you where it ends. It ends with the dude will debate you and we'll set the terms, and we can do it on your channel, but I'm going to moderate and you're going to debate the dude. And I'm just looking at this fucking list of like shit, and I'm like, I don't want to be fucked and bothered with this. I
Some of the things,
wanted
yeah.
praise.
Yeah. I actually have had the dude back out of like 2 or 3 debates already, at least. And then Tom even started saying that it was my fault.
Yeah,
that
I
he
heard
was-
about that. I heard that the dude talks and then he doesn't show up.
Oh, yeah, all the
Not
time. And
about
then,
you specifically, just in general.
you know, I went on
don't know if I
SFT's
wanna
channel.
waste-
I would tell you one particular thing. I went on the SFT channel a few times recently, and there's a lot of people there, you know, and they're all there. And I put this request in there often. Any one of you, I don't care who you are, Ken Hovind, I always put this down. From the least to the greatest, if you want to debate me about anything, I dare you to try. And they never do. None of them. Why don't they ever try me out?
Well, you know, what's funny is that you're like a threat to the faith. You're like, so you think that you'd want somebody to like you're spreading false gospel and all this
Mhm.
shit. You'd think that he would want to shut somebody like that down in an honest debate and show everybody what a fucking piece of human garbage you are, but they don't want to do that.
Here's the thing, William. A dude is not capable of actual honest communication whatsoever.
Oh, I know that. I
mean,
started
it's not.
this thing by telling you that the dude's a parody account.
And praise in him, I guarantee, would have an agreement that praise should moderate to protect the faith of free grace. Guarantee it. Yeah. And so there's zero chance of that scenario leading to a fair and honest comparison of theological.
Their thing was, you gotta fucking go to their channel and then I can pick the moderator, but of course they're in control of the fucking channel so they can cut my mic and whatever.
Mhm.
Or praise is gonna moderate on our channel, as in the Cone Club cult. And I'm just like, that sounds like you did it. It's like that fucking meme. They're the same picture. What would be the diff? And not only that, but like, why would I debate the dude? Is he even going to show up sober? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Oh, hey, Will, can you debate this fucking satire account of this dude doing a parody of a TV evangelist? Why the fuck would I do that? I already don't think debate is worth a good goddamn.
I got to show you something, if you don't mind.
I see it.
Could you bring this up? I got to show this to Smokey, and I'll be brief about it.
Unfortunately, I can't make it any bigger. It's this stream.
I can make it bigger. Hold on, let me. If I roll this in like this, is this better?
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Can you see it real good?
I can't, but
what do you mean you can't make that bigger? What
well,
happened?
it's because we're streaming in a vertical format because apparently YouTube prioritizes that for some unknown fucking reason.
If you hit the enter full screen thing, you can see it.
You got normal StreamYard. How come you can't do it the way we do it?
No, I can't because, okay, the reason we're streaming in vertical is because vertical gets sorted into a separate algorithm on the short shelf. And the short shelf basically feeds this to whoever the fuck is online at any given moment.
Well, let me
Not
bring it up
people
bigger.
force
I'll
them.
just bring it up bigger. That's all. Okay. Don't
Yeah,
worry
if
about
you
it.
hit
I
the
didn't
full
know.
screen button,
Yeah, let me just move.
for anyone who's
Let me
watching, you
move
can
this
read it.
over just a little. How's that? Is that as good as we can get? Is that going to work?
Yeah, I mean that's a lot better than it was.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
You can at least see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the dude starts out one morning drunk and he's on his channel, the dude or something, Free Gracers or Zoo Dudes or whatever he calls it, which is really a weird name. And he starts reading
Yeah,
first.
gofuckers.net. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And he says, now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. And then he starts just mocking me like I'm the dummy and, saying shit about me. You know that you were Gentiles carried away on these dumb idols, even as you were led. Wherefore I give you to understand that no man speaking by the Spirit of God calleth Jesus accursed, and that no man can say that Jesus is the Lord but by the Holy Ghost. Now he gets into this diversities of gifts, and he thinks he knows what he's talking about. But the same Spirit, he says, and these are nothing. He says, these are for us, not for you, news unit. That was his attitude, basically. Yeah, and he starts reading this off, and I'm thinking, I'm listening to this drunken dummy talk about something you don't even know what he's talking about, first of all. And he says, so these are the gifts that are given to them. And he actually gets down and he says differences of administrations. And he says, one of them is the administration of death. And you haven't passed from death and life. So he just got through saying that these gifts are for them. And then he's putting the administration of death on themselves. And then he tells me that the administration of death is a gift of the Spirit for the body to profit withal. Wow. And he's using the administration of death as one of the gifts of the Spirit. And I'm thinking, I'll have a debate with you. And they backed out of that because they were wrong. And then they tried to cover their tracks and it didn't work because they're just
there's no way Praise could have backed that insanity up.
Right.
That
was I just wanted to show you that. You got the gist of it there.
Yeah, that's holy shit. Wow. Yeah.
I mean, he's convinced there's an administration of death, which is one of the gifts of the Spirit for the body of Christ to profit withal.
That's literally insane. That's literally an insane thing to believe.
You know what else he says? He says Abraham sent out his buddies to go find a bride for Isaac, and they went everywhere they shouldn't have went. Where's that in the scripture?
Yeah, I don't.
It's not.
He sent his servant out, is what he did, and then he went and found that woman and brought her back.
And she willingly went.
Yeah, there was no buddies going out that ran around all over. And then he talks about something else with Joseph that's wrong. All different things. He's always wrong when he's running his mouth about the scripture. In fact, in Romans 11, I caught him the other not too long ago in Romans 11. Where
now that's a rough passage for free gracers. Romans 11. Holy shit.
Here's the problem. He went into Romans 11 and he's reading about where was that here in Romans 11:28? It's concerning the gospel, they are enemies for your sakes, but it's touching the election, they are beloved for the fathers and then there's the apostrophe after. Yes, it's possessive plural, but it's not God. That means the fathers like Abraham and all the fathers. It has nothing to do with God. It's not the father. If you look at Romans 11:28, the father's sakes, that has to do with the fathers and the prophets that, like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are the fathers, not God.
Right.
And then I asked him, I was trolling actually because I had a few sock accounts for a while, but I got rid of them. And I asked him a question about what does it mean for the gifts and calling God without repentance, just to bait them so that they would drive themselves more into stupidity because they don't have any clue what it means. And he starts reading this and he says, this is God, the Father's sakes. He's all wrong. Anything they read, they're wrong a lot, when they go. And in fact, I even watched Tom go in John chapter 1, no kidding at all, and sit there and tell people that in the beginning was the Word was God, and all things were made by him. And then he got in here and said, there was a man sent from God whose name was John, the same thing for a witness, bear witness to light. He didn't even know that was John the Baptist. He said it was somebody else. He thought it was the Apostle John or something. Honestly, no kidding at all. That was Tom. And I'm sitting here, and you know what's weird about it? Every time something like this happens, not one of them other know-it-alls picks up on it. Are they even listening?
No.
No, it's not about that. It's not about that, Dave. It never was. These people are addicted to satiating their own fleshly feelings. They want validation. They don't want correction. They don't want truth. They want, as it says in 2 Peter, they want what their itching ears want to hear. It's these people are addicted to sensations and feelings and the validation of their sensations and feelings by each other perpetually. And they have no interest in truth or growth or maturity in the faith. They have no concern nor knowledge for any of these things. They are addicted to helping each other chase their sensations. It's actually kind of, when you think about it, it actually is extremely disgusting because it does run along a similar vein of sexual fornication. For them to perpetually pursue each other, to satiate each other's fleshly feelings is essentially by nature the exact same sin as physical fornication. You are merging the souls, validating error and evil for the sake of satiating your feelings and satiating the feelings in reciprocity to those who are validating you. And it's one big, massive, overly emotional, illogical, moron-filled retard circle jerk.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I can really. You've always had a way of describing things. I'll tell you why.
Appreciate
it. And remember how I used to tell you that, you know, and it was just because of that environment over there that you had, you had all these different personalities on there, and this is just the way it was. I said, remember how I used to tell you, this reminds me of working with a lot of people in the control tower, and it was kind of a, loud environment. See, I like in my environment that I worked at, remember the old series called Hill Street Blues?
Yeah.
The cop show?
Yeah.
And then all those scenes are changing in there all the time. There's always something going on, people are, it just revolves from one scene to another. Well, that's kind of how your channel was. I thought it. I sort of saw it.
Yeah, we had an immersive amount of lore over a few.
Oh,
years.
yeah,
that's for damn.
Well, what of it? I mean, it was interesting to me that a lot of the people that participated there got so bent out of shape about it later, and had to make all this trouble and then go and try to start their own little circle jerks or whatever you want to call them, which that's what it turned out to be.
That's
And they
all
were,
it is. It's people who already fucking agreed with them in the first place.
Yeah.
That's what that whole SFT situation was. That's what Kent Hovind was. It was like, let's find a group of people who already agree with the premise, and then let's just milk that fucking cow and live off the government and fucking super chats and subscriptions.
I'm the dark, like how you used to be, Smokey. I've basically turned into sort of a Smokey 2.0. I'm the darkest devil now. I'm just a serpent.
Dave, saved on my computer in my closet right now is the video of you that you took after you had done your street preaching with the board in the car.
Oh yeah.
I love that video.
I still have that video to this day.
That's right after I had COVID. I lost like 20 pounds. I was real skinny. Almost.
Yeah.
Drawn looking. But yeah, it was funny because
it was amazing.
I was ripping into them, wasn't I?
You just went.
He called him a cat word, right?
And it was just perfectly delivered. It's almost like you had auditioned that for like a week. Like it was so perfectly timed and presented, and it just nailed on all the points.
I can honestly tell you without any reservation and the truth, I can stand here before God and tell you straight up that none of my shit is planned. It's been impromptu from day one. Nothing.
I swear I felt like I could have been watching a clip from The Office, where they're sitting in front of the camera talking about, The Office and shit. Like I could just see you, just as a clip from The Office.
Did you see them all gang up
off on these crazy assholes?
And you should have seen the day when they all came in to gang up on me. I don't know if you ever watched it. They came in to gang up on me for like 2-3 hours, and I just rolled them around like a bunch of dominoes. and really, it was, you got to see. I'll find it sometime. I'll send you the
for
link.
me. Yeah,
I will.
Sure.
They came over and they got a. I really put the kibosh on them, you know. And they never came back like that ever again.
Oh, that's outstanding. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling, isn't it? Yeah.
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 You were good at that too. You were really good at that.
No, I appreciate it.
I learned a lot from you, actually. I learned a lot. I credit a lot that I've learned from you and a couple guys in the unit over the years, like All in Gold. He's an interesting character. Remember they were like, remember that day they were like messing with me about you, and I said, well, go over and talk to him then. And they went,
what are you waiting for? Why are you telling Dave? Come tell me to my face. I'm right here.
You guys want to argue?
Not last week, but the week before, we had somebody like that who was like, they were accusing us of being in a fucking echo chamber. It was because we were cross streaming with a different platform, because we had a special guest on that week, and this dude just kept poking at us. And they're like, I'm like, well, there's the link. Come on in. It's like, it's not worth my time. Well, it sure is worth your time to sit in the fucking comment section and be a chat rat about it. I mean, it's a lot easier to fucking, it's a lot easier to call than it is to text, right?
For it not being worth his time, he was literally there the entire stream talking shit inside chat.
I'd almost be willing to bet that he subscribed and is now watching this right now.
He changed his name. He changed his name. It was like, oh, hey guys.
I love that. I can't get over that time too when I made him moderator, and Graham Cracker and I forget who all came over here, and they were all over here. And Graham starts reading scripture, and he's not reading the italics. And I'm thinking, what the hell is this guy?
Yeah, I remember that. Oh.
And you came in like, I don't know, 45 minutes later or something. And they were all there. And for some reason, you had it in for them and they had it in for you for some reason. I didn't know all the details, but here you came along and they were like, what are you letting him in here for? You know? And you just ripped them to shreds. And I just sat back. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
They never expected that because they came over to my channel to sort of, lick my balls a little bit and try to tell me how wonderful they were.
That whole skipping over the italic words was literally the most retarded shit I had ever seen in my entire life.
Isn't that something? Yeah.
That was radical.
I'll never understand
crazy
that.
Stupid.
Yeah.
He still does.
You know what? If someone even thinks about doing something that they literally have zero, and I mean zero, knowledge about how we even got the Bible. Okay, zero. There is zero chance someone can think that is sound hermeneutics and know even one iota of information about the actual origin of Scripture.
And remember how it was when a lot of the guys, and that includes a lot of them now, we're talking, like from Kevin to Graham to all different people, Bruce or whoever.
Yeah, Bruce.
They would ask me, like they would always try to categorize me as something, like, are you a Calvinist? Are you an Armenian? Are you a whatever? Are you a oneness? They got all these categorizations. You know what I'm talking about, all that apologetics talk. Yeah. And I don't get into all that. That too much. I just don't. So then finally I decided, I used to tell them I'm King James only and this and that. But then I came up with that acronym Habevo, Holy Bible Authorized Version. I said, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to tell you guys I'm Habevo. Okay. Holy Bible Authorized Version only. Because I didn't want it to say King James only like a lot of the other guys say.
Right.
I wanted a little bit more original. Well, then the dude, you know what he did? He got the domain www.habevo.com and bought it from GoDaddy because he was thinking that I was like going to get it. I never had any intention of getting it. Never. And he thought that he stole it from me. Great. And he's got, if you go to www.habevo.com, it's got my name on it. They put my link to hyperlink back to my account, and then they tell people I'm voting for Michelle Obama in the election. It's really stupid.
Great.
Yeah, it doesn't even make any sense. And the dude had to buy that because he thought I was out to get it, and he wanted to get it and just kind of park it so that he'd have it.
Right. Right.
It's really silly because it's like I don't even care.
How do you spell that? Because I'm trying to get to it.
www.hbavo.com. Habavo.
Okay, hold on.
It stands for Holy Bible Authorized Version. I'm the originator of the acronym, just out of general discussion, But you know, and
Yeah,
Beckel
well.
knows this. It's just weird. Yeah.
Oh, it's gone now.
No, it's there. Or did they take it down? Really? Let me double check.
Yeah. I'm doing it right now. Hold on. Let me get rid of
Oh,
this.
they took it down. It doesn't support a secure connection. Something. Continue to site. Let me see.
Yeah, this is the website right here. That's it.
Oh, is it working?
No, hold on. That's what it says in the upper left-hand corner. Hold on, I'll go a little bit. I can't go any bigger. It says T0D0404.
Okay, they just took it down. They
PODO.
just did something different to it to get rid of it because I showed it the other day on my live, so it's on my live, and you'll have to go look at it to see it. But they had it up there, but now it's gone. Effective within probably the last 8 hours or something like that. I'm sure. That's weird. They're always weird. They're just weird, man.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
They are very.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, that's a weird button that I have. I don't know why I care
Yeah,
about
they
that.
took it down. This site cannot be reached. How about that? Wow.
Yeah, well.
They're just weird, man.
Well, my bank did that once, quite recently to me. Had a 404 gateway, but the next day I could get back onto it. So.
Oh, yeah, maybe it'll be there tomorrow. Maybe they're watching and they pulled it for a minute.
Nah, they pulled it for good now. And then they got this other website. What the heck is it?
Maybe it's just down for maintenance.
They got crazyim.org or something. Crazyim. There's nothing there. They got big.
Jill, hi there, Jill. How you doing?
There he is.
I thought this was the phone version of StreamYard. Only 4 can fit on this little screen.
No, we pay for ours. I've been.
I was backstage for a minute. So maybe I should leave because maybe this is a new version of.
No. You can fit. 10 plus me, so 11.
TikTok version. What's going on? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, it's been
New
good.
Year.
It's been good so far. You know, except for somebody blew up a Tesla in front of Trump Towers, and
I saw that. Yeah.
Some fucking.
Was that Kanye West's Tesla or was that somebody else's?
It might be. I don't know.
It was supposed to go off.
I was thinking maybe they blew Kanye West up with his Tesla, you know, because he's
Maybe there's one confirmed dead, so we'll find out tomorrow. I'm sure
because they're out to get him too. I heard that's why.
So in New Orleans, there was somebody drove a fucking truck through a crowd of people celebrating New Year's Eve on Bourbon
there's
Street.
15. They went from 10 to 15 dead last time I checked, and it keeps climbing.
Yep, I saw that, and I actually have the fucker's name. They're not talking about it, but it's. I said to my boss, we were watching it on the news this morning. I said to him, "Well, they're not saying his name, so
what is
his first name is either Muhammad or Black.
He's from
Muhammad or Black."
I'm guessing he's from that army. Where is that? In, what's the name of that big installation there? He was stationed in Texas. He's in the army, but that's that big one over there by. I can't think of the name of the town. It's near Austin. Let me go look here real quick on the map. It is called, and I should know this. Up here to the north, Liberty Hill. It's right up in here somewhere. Where is that? Bertram.
There you go. I put the name at the top. That's his fucking name.
I know, but what's the name of that big installation up there? And where the hell is that?
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. But
That's that army that army installation in Texas.
Fort Hood?
Killeen. It's right by Killeen. There it is. Fort Hood.
Yeah.
That's I wouldn't doubt if he's from there. There's a lot of trouble comes out of Fort Hood for some reason.
Actually, we know exactly where he's from. His last name was known because ICE actually had him temporarily detained and let him into the interior because he said he was seeking asylum. And they gave him a fucking court date, and it turns out he's probably not going to need one because he's deader than fucking Jesus on Good Friday. Because he decided he was going to shoot at the cops, and the truck was.
Well, he's not military. They said he was military, but I don't know what maybe that changed.
No, he's ISIS.
I heard that,
which makes sense since Bashar al-Assad was just removed in Syria. So that makes sense.
Well, he didn't act alone. Maybe we were talking about another guy. Who knows? I didn't catch.
Yeah, there might have been another one. I don't know.
Yeah, they claim that he has not acted alone. That's what I heard too. I heard that there's more.
He entered the country illegally, claiming asylum on 3 days ago. So tomorrow's the last night of Hanukkah. I'm making a prediction now. There's going to be a fucking bombing in New York City. There was already a Tesla incident in front of Trump Tower. Since tomorrow's the last night of Hanukkah, I bet you they're going to find a fucking synagogue. And they're going to blow that shit up. Probably Crown Heights. They'll probably go down to Crown Heights with their fucking mask, and they'll wear a fake hat of one of them big fucking hats. And they'll put a nice little fucking suit on, and it'll be full of goddamn fucking explosives. I think that's exactly what's going to happen because they love to pick Jewish high holy days, and they love to go to them some fucking synagogues and blow themselves up for their fucking degenerate moon god. And I'll say it here. I don't care. I'll probably get in fucking trouble for saying this, but yeah. They're fucking, what is it? What's the fucking ball name that they use? Habul or some fucking
Allahu Akbar.
Allah Akbar.
Now, no, I know they say Allah, but it's the fucking Kaaba is actually for some goddamn moon god that has the
Inshallah, Bismillah, Mashallah, Shakram.
Yeah. They fucking
Astaghfirullah.
Smokey, I was talking to Smokey in the car on the way home from work this morning, and I was like, you think they're going to get up to judgment, these fucking terrorists that blow themselves up, and they just be real fucking confused? Like, and Jesus is just like, well, yeah, you worship Satan, you're going to hell. And it's like, wait, but there can't be. It's dude, you were worshiping a moon god. Didn't you ever fucking wonder why the religious symbol for your whole fucking thing is a moon, a crescent moon?
But God is one.
Star? Like you didn't think about that, buddy? Oh well.
CNN is finally reported on the truck blowing up.
Yeah.
But they're still saying that it is it's reported that it's a terrorist attack. So perhaps
it's reported. But not by them.
Yeah, it was fireworks. It was supposed to go off at 12, midnight, but it was a little late, so it went off.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what it was.
The Tesla was loaded with an improvised explosive
had a
device
stream
that
about
was
it
loaded
earlier.
with fireworks.
Yeah. There's some weird shit going to happen here before this inauguration. You think he'll make it to inauguration, Trump?
Hopefully.
God, I hope so. I put in for the raffle for front row seats. Because if you put your phone number in their little thing when you donated, they sent after he was confirmed, they sent out text messages to a thing. You didn't have to pay for it. You just put your shit in. And I'm hoping I win the raffle. You get 2 people, fly out to Washington, D.C., front row seats. Plus, you get to do a little meet and greet with the president, and then they fly you back the next day.
So I'm going to get me a coffee maker, and I'll probably order some of your coffee eventually. Just because I know
that's cool.
All you need is a standard coffee pot. You don't need anything real.
Really?
Yeah. You just put it in the little fucking filter, and there you go. There's a coffee.
Okay. KINC, right?
Yep, it's all in the description there.
All right. Sounds good.
45% off the winter flavor.
I bought some Maxwell House today I never buy coffee. I haven't bought coffee my whole life.
Well, if you don't like coffee, we also have hot cocoa and tea, and I think some of the hot cocoa is on sale because it's a winter
I want to just chill my coffee and not buy it from Starbucks anymore. It's saved me a little bit of money that way in the long run.
Yeah, don't get Carl started on fucking Starbucks. I'll never hear the end of it.
Oh shit! I don't even want to. Yeah, is that like?
Bill, why is your?
No, I want to know what he's got to say about it. I want to know what he's got to say about it.
Well, so there were times that Will didn't have any money at all, and I really wanted to send him money, maybe for like an antic or like so that he could get himself a vape or whatever it is.
Sure.
But I can't because I would have to send him a lot more than the cost of the item that he needs, because his wife would get Starbucks and not necessarily pay attention to how much was in his account, and she would swipe his card and his account would overdraft, and now that was like a $30 cup of coffee. So if I wanted to send Will money so that he could get a vape or lunch or gas or whatever the fuck it is, I have to consider the issue that most likely it will be negative to where if I want to send him $10, I'll probably have to send him 40 or 50 just to catch the account up.
Just to run a buffer about
He's being kind. He's severely downplaying the situation, but that doesn't happen anymore. But it did several times. Yeah.
And I was getting frustrated over time about it, and I started being more vocal about my disappointment in that scenario.
But do you like Starbucks coffee, though? I mean, in general.
No, not really. No, no.
What is the reason, basically?
Well, one, I think
does anyone like Starbucks?
Well, I think it's just overpriced, overhyped.
Oh, I do too. I think it's ridiculous.
Also, the owner of the company is a wretched soul, a diehard liberal Christian hating deviant scumbag.
Is that why they got that witch on there and all them symbols? Yeah.
Yeah, all the kind of pagan.
Right, I heard about that. Here's the thing. The only reason I like the coffee is because I tried it one day, the vanilla and the white mocha or whatever it is, and like mocha chocolates, whatever. And when I go to Dollar General, that's the cheapest around.
Happy New Year.
So they used to have it 2 for $5. It went up now. It's 2 for $6.50. But if you buy $25 worth on a Saturday, you get $5 off. So you end up saving some money. So you can get it the cheapest there. But you know what? It's still too damn expensive. And that's why I'm going to start just chilling my own and the hell with it, because I don't need no fancy stuff. I just like cold coffee. I do. I like it cold.
It's all the same to me. Dunkin's, Wawa.
The
Siren coffee. It's all the same to me. Because I put so much I put too much sugar in mine. So.
Oh, okay. It's pie. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's pie for me. Yeah, it's
This is the guy, by the way. This is the saint that I was trying to tell you about. What chopped down Thor's tree and fucking built a goddamn church out of it, and then he used a pine tree as an analogy for the Trinity, and then they think that's where cutting the tree down for Christmas comes from. Like that.
You mean? Yeah.
Saint Boniface. That's who it was.
I haven't seen Pi 373 in a long time. It's good to see you, bud. Happy New Year's.
Can you believe it's 2025?
I'm excited.
Yeah, this year I actually am really excited about, honestly.
What? Really? You guys got
a lot going on.
There's
big fucking plans. Huge.
We got big plans, buddy. Big plans.
You coming back to life on here too more or what?
Yeah. In fact, we're getting pretty close to me streamlining everything I needed to streamline in my life to kind of give me enough time to really delve back into it.
Nice. Are you going to be able to? Are you going to run an open, come on in and talk type?
Well, I will at least once a week have a completely open room show.
Yeah.
That'll get prioritized to certain people.
Sure.
And then there will be other shows we're going to do, and Will and me are talking about the format. But there's going to be a couple other shows that we do during the week that are basically just call-in shows, like call-in debate shows,
cool,
for people to defend their positions. And it's not going to be like an open room where I keep everyone in there.
Yeah, we're thinking about proselytizing on Roblox. We think that might be.
Yeah. So we're
gonna
create kind of like a live call-in debate show type thing. And we're going to kind of focus on just feeding, flesh into the grinder, to basically, fuel the attention and the expansion.
When they bring up to me about being Smokey Saint's pal and everything, it don't bother me one bit. I mean, I said I never met you in real life. We don't talk to each other on the phone or nothing like that, But they got us like pegged as pals. Well, that's fine. We're not enemies. But here's the thing. So I thought, you know what? I'll do a Smokey Saint Bible study. So I did a Holy Smokey Saint Bible studies. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? I think you might have.
I don't think I did, actually.
Yeah, I got the thumbnail. It says Holy Smokey Saint Bible study.
That's great.
And then I got your, that, what is that thing? That monk or whatever?
My avatar. Yeah.
Yeah, the avatar. Yeah. So I got that on
by
there.
the way,
funny.
Smokey, the only reason that Taboki wasn't here tonight is because it was too late at night. Like it was pushing it. That's I smooth things over with that. Like
okay. Oh, good. All right. Okay, cool. All right.
There's a verse of scripture. There's a verse of scripture that kind of reminds me of how these people talk about you, Smokey. And they tell you you're a devil too. Like me, they tell me I'm a devil, all that shit. And they got us listed, they got a mile-long list of what we are. And then I think about how it was with Jesus. They said he's a friend of publicans and sinners and all that. And he said, wisdom is justified of her children. There was some kind of response. I still don't know what that completely means, but it's an interesting comeback. Like, who are you to say, about anybody that I'm with? Kind of wisdom is justified of her children. And I think to myself, because they didn't like it. He was a friend of publicans and sinners and all this. And, it's just wisdom is justified of her children. And now, you look.
It's kind of like a mother-in-law who raised a fucking drug addict trying to judge you, who's a parent who's doing actually a pretty good job, but just doesn't approve of any goddamn thing that you're doing every fucking day of your life. Something like that.
That's an inside joke that only Will and I know.
Yeah, it sure fucking is, buddy. I sure fucking is. Physician, heal thyself. That's what I had to say about that shit. But we won't fucking get into that because I'll fucking lose. I'll snap. I fucking hate hypocrisy. It drives me.
But wisdom is justified your children. I think of the Lord justified the ungodly. So the guys that think that they're so perfect, looking at everybody else, it's like, the free gracers are doing the same thing. They're really legalistic, like they claim others are.
They fucked their boyfriend standing up, so technically they didn't lie with a man.
And they're examining others whether they're in the faith of free grace.
Sure, yeah, do whatever you want.
And that's that you nailed it, Dave. That is part of the grand hypocrisy of their theology, is that their theology explicitly prohibits them from analyzing the fruits of a human being to see if they are saved. It prohibits them. It's literally a core cornerstone of their theology to not judge someone's salvation by their fruits. Because once they believe, they're locked in, regardless of what type of life they lead. They are locked in, and the only thing they can lose is rewards. They'll never lose eternal life. So their theology expressly prohibits them from doing all of this, judgment of works and faith and actions and morality and fruits, and like their own theology expressly forbids engaging in that type of conduct, and yet they all do it in pure hypocrisy. And they're so lost in the sauce, they're so completely deluded and out of their goddamn minds, they can't even notice it when it's blatant. It is blatant that they are theological hypocrites, complete contradictory nut jobs. And it is astounding to see the types of mental gymnastics they will go through to try and deny the blatant truth that their theology makes no fucking sense.
I gotta admit,
they go around all day long calling everything a goddamn work. And nobody would have anything unkind to say about these people if they just were just like not constantly shaking everyone's tree for literally no goddamn reason. They're just going out of their way to just be like, oh, you can't measure the fruits of somebody because that's a work, and you can't tell somebody that they have to repent because that's a work, and fucking work.
Let me tell you something. Not banging whores is a lot of work. I have loved my time with whores in the past. So not banging whores is a tough thing for me to do. That's a work. And I don't want to be accused of working for my salvation. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to keep banging a whole bunch of whores so I don't have to go to hell because I
exactly. Yeah, that's
salvation.
True. Well, the thing that's what I keep saying is it's a bunch of goddamn neats telling everybody that they're not allowed to fucking work because that might mean that they're doing works because they think they're going to get into heaven. And you know what? You know what's fucking funny is that that's the way children think. They don't give a fuck about serving God or obeying God or submitting themselves to Christ. They don't care about any of that shit. They are wholly and completely worried about one goddamn thing, and it's, am I getting into heaven or not? And their whole theology begins and ends at, am I getting into heaven? And that's all they care about. It's so that's the kind of thing that a fucking scared child cares about, not a mature adult. And these people, a lot of these people are childless fucking neats that just fucking cower in their fucking social security checks, hiding behind government cheese and dare I say fucking parents, attics, or basements. These people, they're so anti-work in their real life that it bleeds over into their theology, and it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
And this thing too, when I get mad and I say "God damn," I say that more now than I used to say it. I used to like worry about saying "God damn it," and I don't worry about saying that anymore. I got this caption too. I say, because they picked on me for saying "God damn" and say you're taking the name of the Lord thy God in vain. I don't believe that. I don't believe that's true. There's something wrong with that to say that you're taking the name of the Lord thy God in vain. When you're preaching false doctrine like they are, you're taking the name of the Lord thy God in vain. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, they bounce back and forth. I see.
Not saying God damn it. God damn it's just some profanity, a little bit, but
they'll call Guru Lady a Satan sucking whore from hell.
So I said I made this caption.
Well, don't swear.
Yeah. Right.
What the
fuck?
fuck?
Yeah, I know. And so I made this caption. I said, you know what? Ben comes over a lot too from the UK and condemns me and damns me every couple of weeks, and then he goes away and comes back.
Sure, yeah.
You remember him? Yeah. And anyway, Ben
double fisting me on there, ganking.
So then I put this caption up one day. I put down, "I'm the church of the goddamn it." Yeah. I said, "My God is damn it," and then they were really mad because I just laid into it.
I wish he would.
And then I said, my God is goddamn it anyway. And I'm
really mad at you too, Dave.
What's that?
I'm really mad at you too because you made Numi the best man.
Well, there's a lot of best men actually, not just Numi.
I was supposed to be a best man.
Well, you're all best men, as far as I'm concerned. You can fight for the best man if you want.
Yeah, I'll fight Numi.
The only thing is the worst man is Hillbilly. If you know who Hillbilly is, you remember Hillbilly? You guys, do you know Smokey? Do you know who Hillbilly is? He's a friend. He's local here. He's kind of a character.
Absolutely.
I wanted to play your rebuke.
I remember Hillbilly.
Okay.
I would have.
Hillbilly's still large.
The best man. I just want to do a toast and just talk about all the weird shit Candace has ever told me. Would that be all right?
Go ahead.
I wanted
to your coffee cup. Is that what you're doing? Toasting coffee?
Oh yeah, I would absolutely. I'd have little fucking gift bags. I'd just be out there in my big black hat with my fucking curly sideburns. Hey, you want to buy some coffee? It's high quality.
Coffee.
Well, this is the rebuke Dave had against the free grace. I still think it's the best rebuke I've ever heard on YouTube of anyone. So that's why it's only a few seconds long. If you want me to,
go for it.
If you want me to play it. and then I gotta go to bed because
Is that the one where I talk about that I got saved July 1st and within 48 hours I lost my salvation?
It was part of that rant. I think it was.
Well,
part
yeah,
of that
let me brief you guys before you play that. Do this.
This was the best part of that rant.
Let me just say this. Let me just say this to Smokey to fill him in on details. Smokey, July 1 this last year, I got saved under free grace, according to the dude. And they all witnessed for me. They did a whole thing about it. They were over on my channel.
Oh, you're locked in then. Oh, you're locked in.
Listen to this. Is hilarious.
Not
so they
quite.
came over. We were all pals, and everybody's good now. Within 48 hours, I went back to being a devil. They all witnessed back against me. I lost my free grace by their witness. So I'm the only guy. I'm the only guy that can lose salvation and free grace.
Oh. They take 2 days to unanimously come together to admit to you that their theology is completely false.
That's
exactly what I gotta tell you,
amazing.
In my career, in my occupation, I take care of actual retarded people, right? And I've never anything I've seen over on that side of my life pales in comparison to the level of retardation that I witness on this fucking platform on a regular basis. And here we go. Here's another highlight. Dave lost his salvation after they had witnessed it. Oh, God, that's not even up syndrome. That's way fucking up syndrome. That's all the way the fuck up. That's sideways in every other goddamn cardinal direction. North, south, it's a whole fucking thing. Every goddamn syndrome.
Well, this rant was about 20 minutes long, but I only clipped about a minute of it. But I think this is the best part.
I'm getting ready to go to bed too. I got a long fucking couple days ahead of me. So
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, well, you better start understanding it.
I was saying I didn't understand the part he said.
You don't understand a lot of things. You know what you should do? You should shut up.
Gotcha. Sorry about that.
You better get it, because I ain't playing games. Now, from now on, if I hear any more bullshit around here, I really don't care. I'm not going to come and tell you about it. This is my last time to tell you about it. You can say whatever the fuck you want. But if you want to have any peace with the news unit, you people better fucking learn what peace is, because all you seem to give a shit about is creating discord and contention and strife and all sorts of evil surmisings. And if you want to keep up your perverse disputings, fill up your cup. Because I ain't playing games. Message ends.
That's outstanding. That's outstanding.
Evil surmisings. I had actually never heard
Fill
that
your
word
head,
before.
because I'm done.
Amazing.
The New World Order ain't coming, it's here.
All of that is right out of the scripture. Evil surmisings, perverse disputings. It's all in there.
Go thy forth and fornicate thyself.
King James. I haven't read the King James. That's why I haven't never heard that word before.
Right, it's in there. Oh, yeah.
Evil surmisings. Oh man, that was the best ever, man. I had to clip it, even though it had nothing to do with my video. I just had to clip it and put it at the end.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
But I'm the only guy, for the record, I'm the only guy that got saved in free grace. The dude witnessed for me. I'm saved. I'm a brother and all this. Within 48 hours, I'm the devil again. I lost my salvation.
That's incredible.
All right.
Yeah.
That's an
God,
incredible.
well,
Lost it.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, Dave. I mean,
That's
No, it
funny that Dave already won. They just won't accept it. That's amazing.
it's like Boyz always says, it happens to the best of us, right?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Oh, I totally got him by the ass because I can play that all back, and they know it.
That's, you know what, Dave? I'm definitely gonna reference that as an actual argument.
I'm gonna, you know what? I know what I'm getting, Dave.
Grace. I'm gonna actually reference that.
And I beg Jack Smack all the time to do a video on me, and he won't do it. And I swear to God,
Yeah.
I can't wait till you do it, Jack Smack, because you know what, Jack Smack? Your ass is mine.
He did a couple on me. He did a couple on me.
Dave,
Right, but
I know what
saying,
I'm getting you.
he can't do it on me because he just can't get around that.
You know what I'm getting you? I know what I'm getting you for your fucking wedding as a wedding gift. I'm gonna get you a box of fucking Captain Crunch, and I'm gonna edit the label to say "Oops, all heresies," and I'm gonna give that to you. You can pour yourself a bowl every time one of these assholes.
I used to
starts
like
running their mouth.
crunch berries. That was my favorite.
You
when I
did? Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm a peanut butter, the spherical ones, not the
That's all
fucking.
right. That's
Not
good.
those shitty fucking rectangular ones that cut the roof of your mouth like some kind of soul sucking whore. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. It's crazy. But anyway, I gotta get going. I gotta fuck it.
Hey, good to see you guys. Thanks for.
It was good to see you. We didn't get to do all the videos, but
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. You're exhausted.
That's cool.
We're all
Yeah. I'm gonna probably go on my channel and just
It was a fun time.
Cool. Yeah, we do this every Wednesday.
Oh,
Every
cool.
single
Cool.
Wednesday, 9
Well,
o'clock.
I'm glad you came and hung out, Dave. It was nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We skipped Christmas because it was Christmas. Obviously, I'm not.
Well, watch
I'm
them start. I guarantee you, this video will be started and stopped and talked to and then talked back to, and all the rest of that.
Yeah, I can tell you they praise streams this time of night, and I bet you. Let's just take a look, just really quick before we.
Oh, I guarantee it's coming. If it don't come right away, it'll come eventually. They'll be starting and stopping this video. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're on.
Live?
Yep, they're doing their own little thing right now.
Did you see Bob's new list? He's got about 30 on his new list.
Or Bill's, you mean Bill's? Yeah.
Bill, yeah.
Yep.
He's got about 30, so that's even more than the original praise list.
GNG
streaming. I should say the dude's list. That's really his doing. Pope Dude.
Oh, this is their thing now. They're live right now. See, they like to. Here's another one of their doctors. Before you guys go, Smokey, get this real straight. You probably know it already, but one of their doctrines is when sins are all forgiven.
Right.
Nobody has their sins not forgiven, even if you're not a believer, even if you're an atheist. Nothing.
Right.
All your sins are forgiven. It's just that you haven't passed from death to life in free grace. That's their doctrine.
Oh my.
They got weird doctrine that you haven't passed from death to life in free grace.
Which means you haven't recited the right formula.
Right, you haven't been fully persuaded according to the dude's little tenets, and
That's
all
insane.
that.
And that's completely contradictory to their theology too, which is that you just have to believe, and you just have to believe for a nanosecond. I mean, it's standing for truth. Their champion, of debate references the Grace Evangelical Society and fully supports their theologies and doctrines, and has expressly stated so. Even had those men on his show to present their viewpoints as the true gospel, and they expressly state that you just have to believe for a nanosecond, and you are locked into salvation forever, no matter what you do or else you believe after that.
And here's the big thing about, in addition to that, this is very important. When they tell you sins are forgiven, but then they'll bring up if you sin. Well, wait a minute. There's no more sin. So they're contradictory all the time. But they do say this, though. Listen to this carefully. If you sin, if you do something wrong, guess what the Holy Spirit does? Convicts you of your righteousness.
Wow. Not of the wrong, but of your righteousness.
I want to point out something funny. They hate Ryan, the Presbyterian over there.
Yeah. The Anglican.
Probably about as much as we do. I don't think. I wonder how long it is until they figure out that Ryan literally bought himself a wrench under a different name over on Praise's channel. I'm not even going to tell him which one of the fucking.
Really?
Because over on their channel, you can get a wrench if you give them enough money. It's one of their perks. You just get a wrench.
So Dave, what was the reason why they said you were no longer saved? Did they give a reason, or you didn't? They said you no longer believe in the free grace position of salvation.
Within that 48-hour period, I went to talk to somebody. I forgot what that was. Oh yeah, I went to Veckel's channel, and because I went to Veckel's,
Veckel's reprobate to them too, isn't it?
And I got in trouble for going by Veckel, and then I lost my salvation.
Oh, yeah. Jill, you're on the list too.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm on both lists. I'm on Bill's list.
But you're not at the top of the list. You're not cool like me and Smokey.
If you're gonna keep an eye on somebody in that cult, keep an eye on that weirdo Fro.
Smokey's on the top of both lists.
I remember one.
Where's he from? Norway, I think it is. Oslo, yeah. and he's coming to the U.S. as a U.S. citizen now. He's a big computer expert. Him and the dude are like the two hacking kind of real computer geeks or something. And they're
okay.
They're going to be making a big website with all sorts of things. It's just going to be wonderful for Free Grace. It's going to be a big ministry and all this shit. And I don't know. You just keep an eye on it. Whatever.
I would have trolled. I would have trolled them.
I bet their dad works for the internet police too.
It's like hearing about a new flat Earth website opening up.
Yeah.
But Dave,
and all this, when you go to these websites that they got, they're just parked. They got nothing there. They're junk.
Hey, listen, it says there's corners.
They're all
you ask them?
Donnie's PowerPoints.
At best, it's some floppy old HTML, hyperlink back to the homepage. It's nothing.
Dave, I'm curious, Dave. Did you ask them what your salvation in Free Grace had to do with going on Beckel's channel? Did you inquire?
No, but we'll go over all that someday when I get it all queued up and shit. But it's just hilarious how I lost it I'm the guy that actually lost my salvation in Free Grace.
It's amazing.
So none
because
of them
because of
they
Veckel.
can't sit there. OSAS and Free Grace Eternal Security didn't apply to me in their case.
You know what you should do, Dave? You should pray to St. Anthony. He'll find it for you.
Find my keys too.
And Veckel's a powerful guy. He's losing people's salvations all over the internet.
I was born and raised Catholic. I used to pray to St. Anthony when I was little. My grandma would tell me, pray to St. Anthony so you can find your keys.
Yeah. My grandmother on my dad's side was Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
She used to say shit like that all the time. She had a little thing. It was like, Tony, turn around. Something's lost. What can't be found? She said some shit like that.
Uh-huh. Well, good to see you guys. Honestly, Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah, it was good seeing you too. This was
Happy
lots
New Year.
of fun.
Yeah. I gotta get out of here, guys. God bless you.
Later, Joe. Good
Yeah,
to see you.
I got
you.
snake
Love
games.
you,
I gotta go
Smokey.
too. All right,
Dave,
have a good
Will.
night, everyone.
And then one more thing before you go. Remember, start
my
and
God,
start and
one more
stop the
fucking
video. Start and stop the video. Talk to the video. Let the video talk back to you.
Hell yeah. All right, have a good night, everybody. I got wicked heartburn. I'll see you later.
Bye, everyone.
I have
All right, see ya.
diarrhea. All right.